Muted. No, I'm muted. Oh my God, I'm muted. There we go. No one heard a word I just said. Fantastic. We're doing well. We're off to a good start. 60 seconds of me miming what the hell I'm talking about. I should have looked at the chat straight off the bat, but I didn't. Now we're back. We're up and about. The D-Unit. Mate, I'm stressing. I'm stressed. Where's my card when you need it? Oh, I've lost my card. No, I've got my card. It's all good, folks. It's all good. It's all good. The panic is over. The card is here. We're up and about. Mate, what a start to a stream that was. That was deplorable. Also, look at the UI. Last week, that was perfectly centered on the screen. Now, it's like this. There's like a big patch of purple to the right-hand side of your team. Whereas last week, it used to be like that. Why have they done that? I don't even know how to fix that. If anyone knows how to fix that so I can get it back to the full screen so it looks normal. Like now I've just got a bunch of purple there and it looks absolutely crap and I don't know how to fix it. And I didn't expect that when I came home and I had literally 10 minutes post the AFL Grand Final to try and get this together. And look, it's a bit of a disaster, but the deadline's there. We're going to quickly fix that so it looks a bit better. Bear with us a second, folks. We are going to be up and about very shortly. Hold on, I'll fix that. And I've fixed that one there. There we go. You can now see the deadline. There we go. 1 hour, 57 minutes, 47 seconds. We're good to go. All right, that's done. I'm less stressed now. We're good. The audio is fine. Hopefully everyone can hear me now. What an absolute disaster. All right, let me just quickly share this really quickly. Yeah, it's all over the shop. All over the shop. D-Unit losing the plot here. It doesn't happen very often, but occasionally it does happen. And when it does, it is exciting. And look, this morning I woke up, right, and I was like, I want to double down. I want to double down on the cartel, right? I think that they've absolutely bottled it. Sorry, I'm just going to quickly, I'm sorry, I'm sending a voice note to the WhatsApp group. What are we doing? I've completely lost the plot there as well. People are trying to join the WhatsApp group. Hopefully one of my moderators in here has dropped a link in there. I will get into all the comments very, very shortly. I promise. Look, I'm so stressed because I was racing home to get home in time for this. I thought I was going to have to write a post saying I can't start on time, but here we are. We've managed to do it. I think everything else looks okay. My rank is wrong. That is not my rank. My rank is 7.7 million. I knew there was something else I'd done wrong, but the leader of the mini leaguers' second year was a trial. He's killing it, man. 352 points, 122 points in front of me as things stand. All right, hold on. Bear with me 1 second. All right, I need to do one thing else. That's what I need to do. Share. Let's get on. By the way, if you haven't already smashed a like on the video, get involved in the chat. I do respond to everyone's chat, and I'm going to quickly get through everyone's comments very, very shortly once I've finished doing this. Hold on. The non-FPL cartel Wildcard Gameweek 6 deadline stream now live. Come on, let's go. Look at that, multitasking. And now I'm going to be back. I'm going to be involved with the chat very, very shortly once I've done this, and we're good. All right, into the chat. Let's go. What's everyone doing? All right, hello everyone. Let's see who we've got in the chat so far. All right, we have got. Let's have a look. All right. No audio. Yes, I'm alone. Hello, can't hear you. Yep, that was me. I'm completely lost it. No sound. I'm so disappointed in you. You gave into the pre. I didn't give into the pre-pressure, I promise you. I was actively looking at Wildcard myself this week, and I'll talk why I've done it. It's not because I've collapsed and panicked. I promise you it's not that. D-Unit, put your mic on. Yeah, I know. Lost the plot. No audio. Also no audio. Can't hear you, brother. No sound. My guy just keep yapping away. So excited about it. There you go. Finally, we're on. Will you transfer Richarlison to Gyökeres? Probably not, Honey Lemon. Richarlison's a better option than Gyökeres for now. I think 100%. That's why I bought him in. How do you feel about Timber if it can't afford on Gabriel? Don't mind Timber. I think your wildcard decision is correct given your team. Yeah, exactly. Is wildcard active? Yes, that is the team. That is the team. You saw my team last week. It's active. It's active. Look, hold on. I'll just show you. This website is stupid. They need to stop mucking around. But there you go. Wildcard active at the top of the screen. I don't even know how to make it any better other than the fact that the wildcard is active. And I'm going to go to the transfers page because there is a couple of things I want to talk through, want to work with the people that joined today. And this is not an FPL cartel draft. So if you're one of those people who wants to see Die in your drafts, or you want to see the likes of Anderson in your draft, you've come to the wrong channel because you will not see that. There is no way I'm going to be bringing in Anderson or Die into this team. Is Wildcat? Yes. Who would you start between Wood, Jeremy, Nico Williams and Munoz, I'm leaning towards starting Williams. Yeah, I'd start Williams out of that lot. I think Forest have a high chance of a clean sheet. Wood is of scoring because of minutes. I think Wood starts on the bench, mate, so I think you're making a sound decision there. I'm really between Ndai and Saar for bench boost game week 8. Please help. Ndai and Saar for bench boost game week 8. All right, so Saar plays... this is why I got rid of Saar. Hold on. I'm just going to bear with me 1 second. I'm going to have a quick look. I'm going to have a look at all your questions and get into them. Hold on, Saar. All right, Saar he's got Bournemouth at home game week 8, and Ndai has Man City away in game week. Mate, that's an easy decision. You're going with Saar all day long. Saar's got a way better fixture in game week 8 compared to Ndai, let's be honest. You literally threw all reason out the window and flipped a card. I know. All right, bear with us. So people will know last year, the people that have been on my journey since the beginning of YouTube and stuff like this, I have a habit. I like to make good bets, right? I'm a betting person. I like a good little bet on the side. Nothing too extreme, because I don't like losing money, but I like making good bets where I think there's a good chance I'll win. So I've sat there and seen so many people wildcard this week, and I saw all the other FPL videos, and I was like, I reckon I can beat them with a different wildcard draft, and I'm backing myself in. I'm literally betting on myself this week. I'm not trying to be different. I'm just betting on the fact that I've watched the games of football, and I know what I've watched. And you guys know, I do the live watch-alongs for all your enjoyment during the 3 p.m. kickoffs, and I watch all the games. I see them all single-handedly. I've got an amazing setup at home where I can literally sit there and have a game open on all 4 screens that I've got 3 screens. I've got one inside the computer, the big, massive, whatever monitor, and I've got my laptop on the side. I watch the games of football, and I'm telling you, this draft is going to beat the FPL Cartel's FPL review draft. The problem is that the cartel relies on AI algorithms and stats-based machines. Now, I will grant them that I think potentially going with DC people at the back in your backline is probably the correct play, which is essentially what I'm doing. Dan Burn, Richard, Senesi, they're all DC people. Now, Van de Ven could leave the team today. I'm going to be blunt with you. I feel like potentially he could leave the team. Also, Krejci's in there, and he is a definite wild card. Now, I don't know what he's going to do. I just feel like he's got really good attacking potential, and Wolves have nice fixtures, and he's going to be that fifth defender that I don't really give two hoots about. And as long as he can do the job when I need him, which will be on bench boost, then all power to me and hope that it works. All right, back into the comments really quickly. All right, thanks, my guy. Love from South Africa. Thank you very much. It's great. I love the WhatsApp chat, man. People say it's a little wild, it's a little unmoderated, and I love a bit of banter. And I don't mind people having to go at me. I'm very much open to criticism. I'm open to giving out banter. I'm open to telling you you've made a crap decision. I'm also open to people telling me I've made a crap decision, because I'm a human being and I can take it. And I'm an Australian, and generally speaking, we get brought up on, we chop the tall poppies down, which is why the D-Unit's creating his own cartel, baby, and we're taking over the cartel. And you guys are going to lead me on the way to doing so. The more you guys join, the more you like, the more you leave a comment, the more you get involved. And look, I offer everything for free. I'm not sitting there telling you have to go to Fantasy Football Hub, use my link in the description because you'll pay me money and you'll help support my channel. I couldn't give two hoots. I do this for a hobby. I do it because you guys enjoy listening to me. I'm different. I'm out there. I'm opinionated. I back up what I'm talking about, and I'll go all in with what I'm talking about. And sometimes I'll get it completely wrong, and I'll sit there and I'll be like, okay, my bad. I got it wrong. It wasn't a bad decision, bad outcome. It was a crap decision because it was crap. I'm not going to sit there and beat around the bush. I'm just going to tell you how it is. Thoughts on Saka? I don't mind Saka. I'm really between Ndai and Saar for bench boost game week 8. I'd go Saar, mate. I would go Saar. I think I've already answered that one. That's weird. My comments seem to be a little bit all over the place here. I'm going to get through them all. I have triple captain Man City attack too. Yes, come on. That's what I love to see. Bench Gabriel and Mbumo. Bench Gabriel all day long, mate. And Mbumo's scoring against Brentford tonight. I'm very convinced by that. Morning, my man. Hope you're good. I'm on a free hit with an obvious player. Just not sure on whether to use Evie Nilsson or Enzo. Oh, that's a tough one. Evie Nilsson or Enzo. If you've got multiple Bournemouth, I'd probably go Enzo. But if you don't, I'd probably go Evie Nilsson. Oh, that's such a tough one. That's a real tough one. Let's ask the card. Evie Nilsson or... Who was the other bloke? Evie Nilsson or Enzo? All right, even Ilson. There you go. Would Gyökeres for -4? I don't know if I'd take a -4. I don't think Gyökeres is scoring this week. Just be honest, I don't think he's scoring this week. I'm with you on that City treble. Ride or die on the Foden roller coaster. Yes, baby. Phil Foden's my boy. He will hear the call and he will ride into the D-Unit's rescue. On a -4 already, that's why I was wildcarding, because I looked at what I wanted to do with my team, and like I looked at Sarr and I thought, when am I going to play him? Like, why am I taking a -4? Like, just so many different things. I thought through it properly overnight. I slept on it. I woke up and I thought, you know what? If the card tells you to do it, I'm all in on doing it, because I'm kind of keen to do it myself. Recommend another hit to take out Jorgenstrand, Larson to Richer or JP. I'm going to go wildcard and go. If you're taking another -4 to take -8 and you're wildcarding in game week 8, definitely not worth for me. Thoughts on Sarr on wildcard? I don't mind Sarr on wildcard. I need to put the aircon on, man. It's hot in here. Yeah, the temperature in Australia has gone through the roof in Kalgoorlie the last couple of days, and my head's all over the place. Enzo's the only guy that I'm also considering for that price point. He's slightly more, yeah, exactly. I think Sarr will be great. The only concern is that obviously he's coming off a hamstring. We don't know how well he's going to go. First 100-point week, I feel it. Good luck this weekend, everyone. Yes, Hayden, good luck to you as well, buddy. Bringing Mbumo or Richarlison. I'd bring them both. I think they're both great this week. My typical content creator wildcarder. Yes, nah, we're up and about. Respect you have a difference in different wildcard. No Arsenal looks scary. It also looks quite sexy. Betting against the double Arsenal defense. I mean, why do people sit there and say that double Arsenal defense is so good when I've got double Newcastle and double Bournemouth, and they've literally got the same stats, underlying stats as Arsenal? And well, in Bournemouth's case, they're not in Europe. Newcastle's case, they're under Eddie Howe, and they seem to have gone really defensively this season. Like, there is so much to love about the Newcastle defense that I think people are sleeping on the fact that they're actually really good defensively, and lots of people just haven't realised this. Oh my God, I need to hit the powerful. There we go. All right, I can actually feel the aircon now. Why the hate for Anderson? Because depends on which Anderson we're talking about. I've come round to Anderson from Nottingham Forest actually being a pretty good player, and I feel like Man United would do well to sign him next year. But yeah, I'm not sure. There you go. I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger. Look at that. That's sexy. Yeah, is this my team? Yeah, this is my team, Oscar. This is actually my team. I don't hate Anderson like as a person. I don't hate him as a player. The problem is that I don't like the fact that he plays for Fulham and he doesn't keep clean sheets. I'll pull up the stats. Hold on, bear with me, because people are like going, why do you not like Anderson so much? Look, I understand that FPL Review loves this man. Like, he loves him, right? Look, how stupid is this? The UI now has his head off the screen. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, I hate the way FPL keeps mucking around with the site. Stupid. They should have given us some warning, because before, 3 days ago when I prepped this, it was fine. Now it's not. So, look, Anderson, last season, 30 games, 4 clean sheets in 30 games last season. 24-25, he kept 4 clean sheets in 30 games for Fulham. He scored no goals, no assists, 4 clean sheets. In 2023, 2024, he did have 5 attacking returns, but that was for Crystal Palace, who played completely differently. Prior to that, he had 1 goal in 22-23, 4 assists in 21-22, and 1 goal, 1 assist in 2020-2021. I don't rate him. Because the reason why I don't rate him is because Fulham do not keep clean sheets. If Fulham kept clean sheets, I'd be like, amazing pick. But they don't. Historically, Fulham do not keep clean sheets. They somehow find a way to concede a goal every single week. That's why Anderson's not a good pick. Yes, if you want 3-4 points as your tops every single week, by all means, pick Anderson. If you want clean sheets and you want that 10-pointer, Anderson is not the boy to be investing in. I hope that makes sense. I would go Enzo. Richarlison could be a major... Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm placing bets on differentials that I think will be great this week. Let's be honest. Hello from Chicago, USA. It's 3 a.m. here, but the points are worth it. Yes, they are. The points are definitely worth it. Well done. Well, thank you for joining me at 3 a.m. in the morning. You can consider Enzo for Chelsea cover. They have good fixtures in 8-1. Yeah, exactly. So the reason also why I'm wildcarding is because I'll have 2 free transfers in game week 7. And the idea is I want to play game week 6 and 7 and then probably use 3 transfers in game week 8 post the international break to pivot to Arsenal and Chelsea assets for 8, 9 and 10. So there is a plan. There's a reason why they're not in the draft. That's why they're not there. So if people are wondering why, I have thought about it. I have got a plan, and this is what I'm going to do. This is going to be a big week, minimum 90 points, mate. If it gets 90 points... By the way, Jack, I just seen you in the chat, mate. Update on your shirt. It is coming to you. They sent me an email. Basically, they hadn't put it because they don't do Swedish letters in your shirt. So I've just seen you in the chat. They did say, and I was like, are they happy for us to just do an O instead of the O with the 2 dots above? And I said, I assumed you'll be okay with that. So I said, yes. So hopefully it'll be on your way to you very shortly, but I have got an update. I was meant to send you a message on X, but I completely forgot. My apologies. ISAK, I like that you're different from the cartel. Love from Kenya, yes. My African friends, it's great to have you all in the chat. Thank you. Again, if you have not joined the WhatsApp group, please consider doing so. Oh my God. Thank you to Ruin Oliver. Welcome to the D-Unit fan club. Thank you very much for getting your badge in. It looks sexy. And again, guys, you don't have to join. I'm never going to sit there and promote it because I'm not about that life. I'm not a grifter. I'm just here to have fun, and you guys are why I do it, because you seem to have fun with me, so which is fantastic stuff. All right, I've missed a boatload of comments here. I do apologize. I'm going to quickly go back and see if I can find them all. Here we go. You can say, all right, a big one, yeah, 90 points. Good morning, Donald McDonald. The chat is absolutely great. If you can't take a bit of banter, you shouldn't be here. Exactly. I've been ripped to shreds a few times already for being a City fan, but I have it back equally as well. And that's what it's all about. I'm not here to sit there. I believe, I'm a teacher, right? I believe in building resilience. If you don't cop a bit of banter, then you're not going to be resilient in life and you're going to be set up for failure. So I love encouraging it. As long as it's not get personal, we're all here for a good time. Can you ask the card on Haaland triple captain? Now, I did ask this yesterday and it said no. So triple captain, yes. On the Haaland, no. Yes. Okay, the card's changed its mind on the deadline stream. If you've got your triple captain available, I'm going to fix that. My camera seems to be a bit blurry. I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully it fixes itself out relatively soon. You're on. Yes, I am. I'm definitely on Wildcard. FPL MFZ. D-Unit and FPL Nightmare, the best content creators in the FPL space. You better believe it. You can actually go and vote for FPL Nightmare. I know I've just seen him in the chat before. I know I'm miles behind in the chat. I am going to catch up very shortly. He is up for the content creators award. Make sure you go and vote for him because he's definitely by far the best. I mean, the pubcast is a second, distant second, but we're both on there. But I would definitely be giving my vote for Nightmare. Also, what the hell's going on with this camera? Bear with us a second. All right, the camera doesn't want to cooperate. What's wrong with it? It's having a whinge. Oh, there we go. We're back. There we go. I'm no longer blurry. I'm now nice and shiny. Look at that. All right, Wildcard. How about those Lions? Yes, gotta love it. Gotta love it. The Lions were good. The Lions are very good today. Big up from Brizzy. Rat Dog, good to see some people joining from Brisbane. Great to see it. Pray for my triple captain Haaland tonight. Yes, I'll be praying. I'll be watching. I'll be doing a live watch along during the Man City Burnley game. It's going to be epic. If Phil Foden goes bang, you better believe it. This stream is just going to blow up. How do you feel about Minte? It feels like Brian has got... Yes, Minte's on the radar for Gameweek 8 onwards as well. Do I take a -8 from Verts to Ndai? Ndai, I can't recommend a -8 for Ndai, but yeah, love it. D-Unit hate list. Anderson and Ndai, kudos. Kudos is slowly coming off the hate list. Ndai and Anderson are still firmly on it. Salah Wood to Haaland Saka, or Salah Wood to Haaland Foden. Oh, mate, this is my own bias. It's Haaland Foden. Haaland Foden for me. Bowen bagging this week. Most consistent player of the 3 seasons in FPL. Poor form. Exactly. Could not agree more at all. Can't believe you've joined the cartel and wildcard after last week of content. Hulk Hogan has joined. Nightmare. That's bloody brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Love the energy and the content this week. Should have organised a cartel versus D-Unit cage match. I reckon the tank top takes a lot of them at once. I reckon you're right. I reckon they'd all run off scared from the D-Unit. D-Unit should put his money where his mouth is and vow to get an Anderson shirt if he breaks 100 points. All right, I'll tell you what. If Anderson breaks 100 points, if there's any Fulham people, for any Fulham fans in the chat, send me an Anderson shirt. I'll wear it live on stream with the Anderson 10 sitting on my front. I'll literally do it just because of the fact that I just think he's crap. This is a problem with DEFCON players being favourable over defenders that actually keep clean sheets or attacking returns. Bang on, Blacksmith. A couple of retracted messages. Don't know what happened there. Bench 1, Semenyo, João Pedro, and Ndai. I didn't even read the other two. I just saw Ndai and said bench him. Realistically, it's probably between João Pedro and Ndai, but I'd probably go Ndai still. I do love this lineup, though. Anyone with Big Dan Burn gets the real seal of approval. Yes, come on, Nightmare. King for Reinders or Ekatike for Gyökeres this game week. I don't have free transfers, so both for -4, but I'm thinking Newcastle's a hard fixture. I would personally not be bothering with Gyökeres. I have not even bothered considering him on Wildcard. Not even going to lie. I don't rate him. I've seen too much Arsenal this season, and he's looked bang average. He's a flat track bully, and I know they've got easy fixtures coming up. I still don't like him. João Pedro, why not in your draft? Because I have my own concerns about João Pedro, and I want to take on the masses, and I feel like that is a bet that I want to take, and I feel like it's a bet I'm going to get right, which is why I don't have João Pedro. For those on the chip in Triple City, is Haaland triple captain still worth it, or wait? Wondering if it will get you a lot of points with high effective ownership. Yeah, this is the difficult thing. I feel like potentially I was not going to triple captain anyway before I wildcarded, so I'm not sure. I don't really know what to say to that. Anderson got me 14 points in the 2 weeks I brought him in. Well done, Robert Rank. I hope that continues, but I hope that Watkins also does him in just for me. You're a charmer. Yes, Nightmare. You are the charmer, mate. You are the charmer. Damn, that means I have to triple captain Haaland now. Do it. Hello, Hon Slice. And Boomo plus Bowen on. Come on. Yes. Sexy. Hello, Murat. How are you, buddy? Good to see you in the chat. Watch-alongs are the best. Cheers, mate. Yes, the watch-alongs are definitely going to be on. I love the watch-alongs. They're my favourite part of the week. I love watching the football. The fantasy is just a byproduct. I like talking about it because I watch the football. If I didn't watch the football, I would not be doing fantasy straight off the bat. Spencer, you doggy for me. Hello, Reese. How are you? Thoughts on Saka? I don't mind Saka, but I feel like it's slightly too early for that. The card has spoken. Triple captain it is. I love it. Is this your final team? No idea. We've got an hour and 38 minutes for me to absolutely panic and just bottle it completely, but we'll find out, Oscar. I've taken -4. Should I still wildcard? If you've just taken a -4, I'd probably roll it. My problem was Milinkovic and Watkins were both dropping this morning, and I literally played the wild card 2 minutes before they dropped. I was so lucky, or else this team was not affordable. And if it had come up when I had the transfers right and I put it in the WhatsApp chat 10 minutes before I did it, and I thought about it for 10 minutes, I thought, do I want to do this? Do I really want to do this? Is it a good decision? And I was like going, I'm open to doing this decision. I need something to tell me, convince me otherwise that it's not. And I thought, you know what? The card didn't lead me astray on wildcard last year, so I'm going to give the power to the card, and I'm just going to flip it. And if it lands on wildcard, I'm wildcarding. If it lands on don't wildcard, I'm not wildcarding. I flipped it and landed on wildcard, and I pressed the button. And literally a minute later, the price has changed. I wouldn't have been able to do it. It would have been error, not affordable, if I'd waited an extra minute. That's how you know it was meant to be. That's my line of thinking anyway. Good morning, Darius. Hello, Stephen. How are you? Where is your power? Is it a... so he's stuck. The Australian government sucks ass. Shut me down, YouTube. They suck. They absolutely suck. So he's stuck in Singapore, waiting for his visa to come through for his missus. So unfortunately, he's not here. Otherwise, he would be on the deadline stream with me at the moment. Gyökeres on the hate... No, Gyökeres not on the hate list. He's not on the hate list. By the way, why Richarlison? No. Richarlison's going to be good the next 2 weeks, right? The koala bear has got a dead leg, not available. Solanke has had a bit of a re-injury of his ankle. Richarlison's minutes are fine. Game week 8, I'll probably sell him. That's the plan. A few bottle of wine last night. Woke up onto the pigeon in the team for Walter Matey, and I made the... Oh, I love it. I love it. Mark Quinn. That's sexy. Thank you. No problem, Jack. Thank you, buddy. Sorry, I'm sorry it's taken this long. I didn't realise Swaz were going to come up and bottle it, to be honest with you, mate. I could have seen that coming with the shirt point. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is taking a long time. I haven't had an update saying it's in the post yet. And then they sent me an email and I was like, okay, that makes a bit of sense. So I hope that's fine. Foden or Kudos, and who do you bet on the most? I'm betting on Foden tonight. I'm betting on Foden to score an assist tonight. That is my bet in the Man City game. Hope you love that. So I'd definitely go Foden over Kudos. Love the channel, but do you think you got it wrong on Spurs and DEFCON? Still seems a bit boring. Yeah, Jordan, 100%, mate. I've definitely got it wrong on Spurs. I've already admitted that. And ball power to the Spurs. I hope they continue because I'm now investing in them. So I hope the next couple of weeks in particular it pays off. And I've gone the DC players, right? I've gone Senesi, Byrne, Richards. I am gutted. I did think about keeping Juve and not getting Van de Ven and leaving some money in the bank for a rainy day. But yeah, I'm not sure. Do not ask the card, but would you sell Kukurea for Vardiol? I can't decide because of Chelsea's fixtures from Game Week 8. I'd do it. If you want my opinion, Nightmare, I'd do it. I feel like Reska kept on talking about rotation in his press conference last night, and that put me off owning any Chelsea assets, which is why I don't have any in here. Foden's a huge gamble. You just got to start him for the next 3 game weeks. Yeah, exactly. He is a gamble, but at the moment, there's no Cherky, there's no Marmouche, there's no... I'm forgetting a few people. I can't think of them at the moment. Foden's a lock. And I reckon the reason why he started in the Carabao Cup is the same reason that Saka started. They still want to build match fitness, so I'm not concerned at all. I think it'll actually help him long term. That's my shape of my team. So it's going to be a 3-5-2 this week. It's going to be Petrovic, Senesi, Burn, Van de Ven, and then in the midfield it'll be a midfield 5, and up front it'll be Haaland and Richarlison. I'm benching Bowen this week. That's the plan. That's the plan. Isak, Gyökeres, or even Ilson. I really like Isak. So me and the missus were looking at her team before, and she had 3 free transfers, right? So we've actually ditched in her team. We've got rid of Wood. She had Wood. So we got rid of Wood for Isak. We got rid of 2 defenders as well because she had some money in the bank. So she's got Isak, Haaland, and Bowen up front. In the midfield, she's got a really unusual midfield 5. And in the defence now, she's got Petrovic instead of Verbruggen. That was one of the moves. And I can't remember which other defender we bought in. But yeah, there we go. Simon's in the chat. Thank you, buddy. I was hoping someone would leave a chat to the WhatsApp group. It is free. If you click on that link that Simon's just posted in the chat, someone will accept you. Now, Simon, before you go accepting anyone, everyone that's currently on the wait list has not responded to my welcome message. So don't accept anyone that's currently on the wait list, because I'm waiting to check if they're actually a bot or not, or just going to spam us with sales. Big up the D-Unit, taking on the cartel. Timber, Virgil, Senesi, bench 1. I would bench... I think I'd have to bench Timber this week. Just based on DC points. Yeah. I saw a video of you saying you were happy with your team before the Wildcard. What happened? Great content, keep it up. Very unique compared to others. Yeah, I was happy. I'll admit, I was quite happy to roll that team. And then I just... The thing that tipped me over the edge was seeing that Watkins and Milinkovic are going to drop in price this morning, which would have cost me another 0.2 mil, which I don't want to be considered. I've lost too much team value already this season, and that was the reason why I just pressed the button, really. And the fact that Watkins missed the penalty was like the final straw. I was like, how long could I put up with this kind of nonsense for? It's not acceptable. It's time for you to just piss off and leave the team. And that's essentially why I did it. Simon, Limo, I'm not sure, mate. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm pretty locked on it. Like, I spent a lot of time doing wildcard videos this week and thinking about it. And I just look at my team now and I go, I've got double Newcastle defence, double Bournemouth defence, and they are elite defences. They are 2 of the 3 best defences so far in the league this season. I've got Richards, who's a DC monster, Van de Ven, who's playing for Spurs and looks a lot better this season, and I've got Krejci as a complete wild card. Now, the idea behind Krejci is I'll bench boost him, and then I'll probably get rid of him when Wolves' fixtures turn. That's the plan with him moving forward. Apparently, João Pedro hasn't trained all week, but is in the Chelsea squad today. Ooh, that's interesting news, Mark. Got to go and do some work. Might be back for a little bit later. Good luck with the draft. Go wild and get Anthony Gordon. I did consider getting Anthony Gordon, Nightmare. I just don't think he's going to do very well against Arsenal. But he's on the agenda. In Game Week 8, he's definitely on the agenda where I make some moves. Probably with 3 free transfers. Maybe even 4. If I roll next week, I'll have 3 free transfers in Game Week 8. Yeah, so 3 free transfers. I'll probably look at Gordon in Game Week 8. Why not Bernardo Silva for Foden? Because Foden's way more explosive than Bernardo Silva. I didn't even think of Bernardo Silva, to be honest with you. His returns are very sporadic. When Foden's on form, you can almost back him in to just continue and go on a real hot streak. That's my plan anyway. Richarlison, Bruno, or Ndiaye. All right, Richarlison, Bruno, and Ndiaye, or João Pedro and Boomer and Kudus. I feel like it's the former, Lucas. Let's ask the card. Option 1, option 2. Option 2. All right, the card reckons option 2. I reckon option 1. There you go. Split the difference. What a wild card timing, man. Just right before Watkins. I know. How good was it? It was like it was meant to be, right? You know when sometimes you do things in life and you just know that you did it right? When I did it and it allowed me to do it, and then literally you posted in the WhatsApp chat that the prices had changed literally a minute after I'd pretty much confirmed that I'd pressed wildcard. Like the time, so I was in the car, right? And I was like going, all right, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? And I was on my phone and I had the moves. I had the moves there for like half an hour. I thought about it and I was like going, yeah, okay, I'm open to doing this. Flip the card. The card landed, yes. And then all of a sudden, the price has changed as soon as I pressed that button. I was like, that is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. You'll regret Juve. Greatest crosser in FPL flip card. Will Darius regret wildcard? Yes, no. Card reckons I will. Stuff a card. Yes, Dean is back. Best stream of the week. Thank you very much for gotten very much. Ask card. Grealish or Rodgers? Grealish, Rodgers. Grealish. It knows that Aston Villa is crap. They're crap. Hippie, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. And I'm going to hop on Blue Sky today. I'm going to actually start putting some stuff on there. I hate posting on X. It's really hard. And I know I need to do it because that's how you grow your following and stuff. But my God, it sucks a lot of time out. I'd rather spend time in my WhatsApp chat talking to people that have actually joined there than hopping on X. It's really hard for me to do both. There's only so many hours in a day. And I struggle with the sleep as it is at the best of times. Direct entry while the stream is on. Yes, there we go. That's very good. Very good. Yes, direct entry while it's on. As long as you're not one of the people currently on the wait list, you will get direct access in. Again, just hit that link. All right, hold on. Mate. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I'm about I would go Saar if it was me. I feel like someone's already asked this question. I feel like he's already come in, but I've sent everybody back. Hold on. Dylan, meeting point address. No idea what that is. Yo, hello, Bunty. How are you, buddy? Please ask the card. Jeremy or Munoz, Wood or Williams? All right. Jeremy, Munoz. All right, it's gone with Jeremy, and we're going to go. Well, that makes sense because I think Liverpool will score tonight. Wood versus Williams. Wood, Williams. Williams. Look at that. I feel like the card's on point. The card's on point with people's questions this week. A lot of the answers it's come up with so far are answers I would have gone with myself. Oh, Murat, you absolute legend of the chat, sending 5 people free memberships. Make sure you give your thanks into the man, my man Murat. He's an absolute champ. I love my community. I still can't believe that when I started last year, I was like, "Oh man, are people even going to enjoy listening to me waffle crap?" And I'm just thankful that everyone seems to love it. So, yeah, all I can say is thank you. Blue Sky Fun. I photoshopped Erling Haaland as all 3 BGs for triple captain. I love it. Absolutely love it. The card is on fire. Yo, let's go. Big up Murat. Murat also very active in the WhatsApp chat. Yes, he's come up with a database, and I last time I checked, we have, I think, Murat might be able to correct me if I'm wrong on this, but there is at least 40 different countries where we have people in this WhatsApp chat. It is a chat which does not sleep. It's not really moderated, and it's all about having some fun. It's all about having some fun, and it's brilliant. So, yeah. And we accept everyone. You don't have to pay anything or whatever. It's literally free. I know that I know the cartel, pedal, paying them money, etc., etc. I just ask that you enjoy and get involved and talk. And I'm here for the banter. I mean, if my team's crap, you can tell me it's crap. I don't care. Yes, true, 40. There we go. Murat is on fire. I knew it. I just enjoy seeing your decent while being a United fan. Oh, yeah, mate, it's brilliant. What can I say? I mean, I feel like when I was younger, I used to hate watching Man United because I was so used to us winning all the time, and then we stopped winning, and it was so painful. But now it's like I've become so used to not winning as Man United that I'll literally captain players against us and hope they score. It's a weird feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. I expect the worst. And when we win, I'm like, oh, holy hell, that was good. That was good. That was good. Chat is active 24/7. Always wake up to 600 plus messages. I know. It's brilliant. I wake up, Simon, and I'm like, oh, what the hell have I literally try to read everything. And like sometimes, I do work full time and this is not my job. So occasionally I don't read everything. So if I don't answer something, it's just because of the fact I just don't have any physical time. And I do try to be as active as possible. I mean, I'm surprised my missus puts up with me because my missus must be like, he's never here. He's always in that room. He's always making videos, etc., etc. She's really, really great. Maybe we're able to get her back on the watch along later today. But she might need convincing because she's going back to England. She's actually going to Ibiza. I'm very jealous of her. She's going to Ibiza next week. So good luck to her. I'm kind of gutted because I would have liked to have gone to Ibiza. And considering she's going to be there during the international break, that also really annoys me because I really feel like I could have done with a week in Ibiza. But I'm going to Bali instead. So during the international break, the first week, there probably won't be any videos because I won't be in the country and I don't want to take my laptop with me. But I'll see what I can do. I might do a live stream from Bali when I'm just cooking in the sun and see if people want to bother tuning into that. Benching dilemma: Ndoye, Sunderland at home, Gakpo, Crystal Palace away, Caicedo, Brighton at home. Who and why? Please help. Do you only need to bench one or you're benching two? Can I ask a follow-up question? Are you benching one or benching two? Let me know in the comments and I will answer that question. If you're benching one, I think I'd bench Caicedo. If you're benching two, I'd probably bench Caicedo and Ndoye. I think that's what I would do. Currently doing Salah, Wood, Watkins out, Haaland, Richarlison in, stick on the midfield slot. Kudus and Mbeumo, Foden, I can't pick. Oh, that's a tough one. So there's three really good options, right? Three really good options moving forward. I just think there's a narrative behind Mbeumo scoring against Brentford, but also Phil Foden scored a brace against Brentford away last season, and I feel like he's going to be massive the next 2 weeks. So I feel like both of them are going to be great, let's be honest. I think I'd pick between Mbeumo or Foden if I was you. Super refreshing content. Thank you very much for that comment, Ollie. Much appreciated. Can you please ask the card? Mbeumo versus Bruno. Mbeumo versus Bruno. All right, Mbeumo, Bruno. Sorry, Mbeumo, Bruno. Mbeumo. There you go. Mbeumo's going to go big tonight. I just got a feeling. Don't know why. I just got a really good feeling. Really good feeling about him. That's why I brought him in. And I just wanted, there were so many players I just wanted this week, and that's why I ended up doing it. Krishan, I read at least 100 plus messages every morning. It's how I wake up. Love it. I know it's a good, like, get a coffee, get a can of Red Bull, and I read through the chat. It's brilliant. Should I do Nico Williams to Senesi and Watkins to ISAK? I don't mind it, Abdullah. I mean, I bought in Senesi a couple of weeks ago, and I'm very happy with that, and I've got rid of Watkins, and yeah. Thanks for the membership. Yes, thank you very much, Murat. Thank you, Mike, for thanking him. Can't believe the Cardo aren't talking about Mukiele looking like a D. I agree. There is a world where I might bring him in the defence and maybe upgrade one of the other defenders. I'm going to have a look at it in a little bit. Raya Dubravka. Yeah, see, I changed from Raya Dubravka to Petrovic and Pope. I'll bench one. Yeah, I'd bench Caicedo then, mate. Bench Caicedo all day long. If you have to give up someone from the midfield, who would it be? Mbeumo or Foden? Foden. Only because of the fact I know Mbeumo is going to be nailed all season long. Foden probably gets rotated at some point in the next post the next international break. Feel like Brighton going to get a result today against the Blues. Yeah, I feel like they could as well. Who would start between Wood or Sarr? I'd start Sarr. I'm tempted to free hit this week instead of using my 2 free transfers to bring in Haaland and Semenyo for Salah and Watkins. Does the card no? Oh. Bring in Haaland and Semenyo for Salah and Watkins. Does the card no? Should you free hit or should you not? You should not free hit. You should not free hit. All right. Surprised you're going for Raya instead of Donnarumma? I'm not going for either. I've gone with Petrovic and Pope. Oh my God, what's going on here? Microphone's losing the plot on me. Lots of people thanking Murat. Thank you very much. Friends, find me in the chat for database. Yes, please do. Join the chat and hit the database. Murat wants to know where you are, what country you're from, who you support, and your name. You also have solid defence. However, I believe with Donnarumma and goal, City will ultimately manage to get more clean sheets, and he will also extra point. Yeah, I agree. I think that's very sound, Nikita. My wildcard: Raya Dubravka, Van de Ven, Gabriel, Senesi, Richards, and Rodon, Foden, Bruno, Semenyo, Saka, King, Richarlison. It looks pretty good. I mean, you're going all in on the Arsenal defence, whereas I'm going all in on the Newcastle defence. Like, it's just my personal preference. I feel like Newcastle's assets do pretty much the same as Arsenal's, but probably more likely to get DC. And they're also significantly cheaper, which is also coming into it for me. My team is Petrovic, Virgil, Anderson, Senesi, Xavi, Simmons, Bruno, Semenyo, Reinders, Waldermaid, Mateta, Haaland, and my bench is Sanchez, Gakpo, Munoz, Rodin. Do you think I should bench boost or triple captain? Oh, you got a good bench. You've got a very good bench. I feel like I'd be tempted to bench boost with your team more than triple captain, if I'm being brutally honest with you, Kyle. Wood versus Gakpo, start one. Gakpo all day long. The safer route, thanks card. I'm Wildcard, Gameweek 8, so it's a 2-week punt on Boomo or Foden already. Oh, if it's a 2-week punt, Bonte, I'd go Foden. Let's go, great Wildcard. Thank you, Richie Rich. Cheers, love the team. Way different from the template. Why the Wolves? Wolves defender. Go and look him up. So someone got involved in the late mail yesterday and actually left me a comment on Krejci. He used to play for Slavia Prague and he was unbelievably good attacking-wise. He's got unbelievable attacking returns. He's actually meant to be a midfielder, not a defender. And he played apparently in defensive midfield, but he's also got an amazing strike. And he's also really good on penalties, FYI. It's nice watching a little refreshing D-Unit deadline stream before I have my table tennis competition later today. Good luck in your table tennis competition, by the way, Jack. And hopefully this provides you with the incentive to absolutely smash them. So many content creators on the same draft, 14 and 15 same players. They all did the research and looked at different players. I mean, they logged in to FPL Review and copied the same team. Bang on! That's exactly what they did. Exactly what they did. And die or kudos? I don't want to answer that question. I'll defer to the card. And die, kudos. And die. My team is Petrovic, Virgil, Anderson, Senesi, Semenyo, Multimaid, and my bench is... Oh, yes, I said... I feel like I've already answered that card. Yes. Cartel beats the cartel all day. 100%, Samar. 100%. Yeah, I think I'd be more inclined to bench boost Kyle, if I'm being brutally honest. But I'd be more inclined to bench boost than triple captain. Salah, Bruno, Rodri, Reinders, Watkins, João Pedro, Bowen. Am confused who to captain. Whoa. I'd captain Bruno out of that lot. Nova. Your team is garbage. Off to watch Spencer to trigger live stream his paint drying. Yes, Stephen, I love it. Love it. Can you ask the card if Caicedo is good long-term hold? Is Caicedo good long-term? Yes? No. No. Surely someone's already suggested this, but you should set up the cartel in opposition to the cartel. Great stream as always. Good luck with the wild card. Thank you very much, Jamie Swift Drake. Your support is always very much appreciated. Yeah. the cartel, honestly, is probably going to lose to the card. Let's be honest. Card just makes its decisions 50-50. By the way, the card has moved out Cole Palmer for Brian and Boomo in its own team. We'll have a look at the cards team very briefly. This is the cards team, FYI, for the week. So that's the cards team. Rolling into game week 6. It's gone Phil Foden captain, Haaland vice captain, and Boomo came in for Palmer, and it's got Raya in goal, Van der Ven, Tarkowski, Senesi, Paqueta, Semenyo, Foden, and Boomo, even Ilson, Haaland, and João Pedro. That's his team going into this game week. So yeah, my team very different to the cards team, but also slightly similar in some positions as well. So yeah, that's the cards team. Back to my team. There we go. Quickly, 2 best 4 million defenders, no bench boost. Mukiele, and Rodon. Good to have a different view from all these central cartel wildcard teams. My pleasure. I'm here to provide a different view. You guys deserve better. The FPL community deserves better. I just wish that I was living in the UK because my stuff would get out to all the UK masses and the cartel would really be... they'd be really crapping their pants because I'd be taking all their viewers off them because they all literally talk about the same crap. I'm back. I thought I wasn't going to the deadline stream, but here I am. Yes, Music Kiwi. Good to see you, mate. Urban Wildlife. Are you going 5 at the back with that team? No, not today. I see you on Wildcard. Yeah, I am. G'day from Iraq, mate. What does the card say for a -4 Ekitike to Richarlison for Wolves and Leeds? Let's have a look. -4, yes? No. No. Obviously, it wants you just to bench Ekitike. That's what I would say to that. Hi D, on Wildcard, is Burn better than Livramento? He's cheaper. That's why I've got him. No other reason. Also, Burn's good for DC. Livramento's not. D-Unit, D-Tuck, how are you, buddy? Start Gakpo or Sar? I would start, no idea. I think I would say Gakpo, but let's ask the card. Gakpo, Sar. Sar! Look at that. The card says Sar, D-Tuck. Napstars, legend of the chat, just sent 5 memberships. Make sure you give a thank you to Napstars if you're one of the lucky ones that just became a member, a channel member. Thank you again. You guys have been amazing today. Chat, unbelievably good. You guys are brilliant. Charcois, do I triple captain Haaland or bench boost? My bench is Raya, Gakpo, Munoz or Kukra. Wow, that's a bloody good bench. That's a lot of money on your bench. Bench boost, triple captain. Bench boost. There you go, B. The card says bench boost. This is Cunha's week. Probably is. Going to regret it, aren't I? Can you flip the card to see if I should bench boost this squad? Sanchez, Dubravka, Nico Williams, Van de Ven, Tarkowski, Vardiol, Senesi, Bruno, Reinders, Anderson, Semenyo, Kudus, Haaland, Even Ilson, Watkins. All right, let's see. Lockie, bench boost, yes or no? No. There you go. Cards being definitive today. FPL Mathematics, welcome. Onions, welcome. Kangaskar, welcome. Do you think Elliot will start for Villa? I mean, surely he starts, man. Emery needs some actual people that know how to play football. They've looked a lot better with Elliot on the field. Surely he starts this week. Surely. What does the card say? Donnarumma or Raya? All right, Donnarumma, Raya. My God, my mic's going all over the place today. All right, we're going with Raya. There you go, Raya. I love your content. Thank you, Vidiv. Thank you for suggesting a non-template team. I put in Florentino Luis as an enabler. Do you think it's a good move to enable Gabriel and Van der Wijk as well? I don't mind it. If it's enabling those players, it could be really good and it could pay off. Yes, Card, bench boost. Card knows its stuff, let's be honest. I got rid of my bench boost. We got to witness Dallo haram ball today, mate. I hope so, mate. I hope that Dallo just tees up and Boomo and Fernandez for fun. No problem, Lockie. My pleasure as always. Have 0 free transfers and have Wood and Ekatike worth for -4. Possibly Richarlison for Wood. Yeah, don't mind it. I'd tick that off. All right, Mr. D. If I had Haaland, Foden and Rangers, should I triple captain on Haaland too? All in. Could go huge. Ask the card, please. I'm going to do this for people that are wondering at the moment. Captain Haaland, Captain Foden. I know that it said Captain Haaland on the late mail, but sometimes the card gets it wrong on the late mail and it gets it right today. It's still... What did I say? Captain Haaland, Captain Foden? Captain Foden. Was that the one I said? Was that Foden or Haaland? That's the way it landed. I can't remember which one I did. Whichever one I said that was, that's what it landed on. Someone let me know if that was Foden or Haaland when I did it. Because I can't remember. But I feel like it was Foden, but I could be making up. Maybe it's just me wanting it to be Foden. Should I triple captain Dallo? I mean, mate, I would do it. I would definitely roll the dice. That sounds exciting. Captaining Haaland has its pros and cons. Everyone is going to bring him in and captain him. Triple captain won't make up huge points gap difference. Should I still use it? That's why I decided against using it myself. So I understand that. Card, Captain Salah or Foden? All right, Salah, Foden. Foden. Oh, mate. I feel like we're going to get to the end of the stream and I'm going to have Phil Foden as my captain. I can feel it already right now. I'm going to go all in on my boy. All in on my boy, and then he's going to get benched. Nah, he's not. He's going to be up. He's going to be up and about. Also, I've got some custom emojis you can use in the chat. Please feel free to use them. We're going to update a couple. Luke, if you're in this live stream at the moment, I need a Phil Foden one, baby. I need a Phil Foden on a chariot for tonight's stream. If you can make one in the next 3 hours, that'd be amazing. Have you considered Henderson over Pope? He has really good rotation with Petrovic. Yeah, but the idea is just a bench boost. Yeah, and I feel like I actually want my slots for Crystal Palace free without using Henderson. That's the only reason why Pinthorpe. Bruno, Foden, Kala, Petrovic, or Foden and Bumo, Gabriel Vicario. The first one. I just feel like it has more upside. Don't know why, I just feel like it does. Bowen over Even Ilson, yes. Bowen's like the sixth highest scoring forward in the game. And if he'd scored that other goal when he missed, he'd actually be in like the top 3 strikers in the game at the moment. Like I picked him for a reason because I knew he was good. I just bottled it. I sold the wrong player. I should have kept Bowen and sold Watkins. I stuffed it up. That was probably my first mistake of the season, other than obviously picking bloody Nottingham Forest defence. They guaranteed keep a clean sheet tonight. Milinkovic scores a goal, and I'm going to be like, should have just not played the wild card. This is my team. Sanchez, Porro, Juve, Konza, Cunha, Eze, Foden, Gakpo, Evan Ilson, Thiago, triple captain, Haaland, differential. Yeah, I like it. Andrew, that's a really good team for this. That was pretty much what my team was. I just didn't want to lose any more team value. That's the only reason why I did it. Start Mukiele, Rodon, or Krejci. I'd start Mukiele. Don't know why. I just think I'd start him. FPL Onion, hey, he was Napsters. Yes, it was Napsters that gift you a message. A membership. Onions. Haaland was what the card said in the late mail. I know. The card does occasionally change its mind on the deadline stream, and sometimes it actually gets a ride on the deadline stream over the late mail. You're getting there in the UK, especially in the north. Yes, Ian Reid, that's what we love to hear. Card for bench boost on Dubravka, Wood, Dorgu, Juve. I don't think I'd do that, but let's ask the card. Yes? No. No. Sells Milinkovic, Gui, Munoz, De Kuyper, Semenyo, Xavi, Gakpo, Reinders, Neto, Haaland, Evan Ilson, and Mateta. Should I roll? Take a -4 for Sells and Gakpo or wildcard. I wouldn't wildcard now with that team, to be honest with you, SA. I think I'd just roll. Roll and then just play your wildcard next week, or try and delay it to wildcard 8 if you can. Because you've already kept them this long, you might as well keep them for that little bit longer. Early kickoff, debut, third kit, G-Tech Arena, flashback of the 4-0 loss, D-Unit. Nah, no chances, mate. It's going to be a 4-0 win. I predicted a 4-0 win. I know what I'm talking about, I think. I hope. Card, Captain Salah or Foden. Have I done that one? Yes, it was Foden. Napstars. It was Phil Foden. Phil Foden was the captain. I definitely did that one. My comments are all over the place. What's going on here? Haaland is higher owned now than Salah. Not a surprise. Salah's crap. Well, he's not crap, but he's been crap this season. Mark Quinn, back five of Van de Ven, Senesi, Lacroix, Goodmonson, Kukurea. You just play back five, mate. Kukurea price drop tonight. Who to bring in? Raya's my goalkeeper. If you're getting rid of Kukurea, get someone that's nailed and plays at centre back. That's my best advice with defenders now. It's so boring. Just don't buy Anderson. Why is your graphics isn't showing who you captain? Oh, that's because I'm still in the transfer section, mate. I'm still in the transfer section. Any chance for you to make wildcard 8? Oh, I'll definitely do it. I'll have wildcard and free hits in probably in the transfer tips moving forward. I can't be bothered making them every week. The only reason why I even made wildcard videos this week is because every man and his dog was, and they were all the same. And I felt very sad for people who are on wildcard getting spoon-fed the exact same draft 10 times out of 10 videos. It was rubbish. No one seems to go for Bruno G. I've got Bruno G in my draft team. He's great. Yeah, I know. Hard to believe that he missed that game. Which combo would you prefer, Raya and Burn or Pope and Gabriel? Raya and Burn, it's cheaper. Timber or Juve to start? I'd be tempted by Juve, mate. I'd be tempted by Juve. I'm sure Watkins going to get a hat-trick. I hope he does. Just to rub it into me. Sell saves a pen. Milinkovic with an assist and a goal. I would love to see it. Do you still think Eze is a good asset? Yes, I do. Just not this week for me. João Pedro downfall begins from this game week. He can never stay fit. Yeah, exactly. And he's also going to Brazil again probably during the international break. It's a recipe for disaster, man. The dude does not stay fit long term, let's be honest. Is Saar fit for today? Yeah, apparently he can play 90 minutes, 100 minutes. I'm not sure. He'll definitely start, I would think, Mello. You make great content. I was going to ask why no Arsenal players in your wildcard team, because Newcastle's defence is just as good as well as Bournemouth's, and I've got 4 players from both of those defences, and then it's a rotation between Richards, Van de Ven, Krejci every single week. That's the plan. So I don't need Arsenal defence if that's what I'm doing. If I was playing 5 at the back, by all means, it would make not as much sense, but I'm not. My only argument for Haaland triple captain is a lot of wild cards and free hits means not everyone can triple. Yeah, exactly. That is the only option. That is the good thing about that. Good morning, the unit. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm pretty good, mate. Blue sky trying to break through the grey here in sunny England, just like me trying to break through the templates. Yes, baby. Card for Wood versus Anderson. All right, Wood versus Anderson. Wood, Anderson. Anderson. In the UK, us Northerners preferred content creators to say it how it is. No copying or nonsense. I feel like Let's Talk FPL used to be like that, and he's just gone down the FPL review draft so hard, which is disappointing because I really rate him, but They're all the same now. They're literally all the same. You only need to watch one of them because they all peddle the exact same video every single day. It's mad. I mean, someone actually wrote a really funny comment, right? Someone wrote a really funny comment on Raptors video or Harry's video, basically saying, this is the exact same video on FPL Harry's or FPL Raptors channel. Why don't you guys just stop making videos separately and make videos together? I was like, that is a brilliant comment. It had so many likes as well. It was hilarious. So many people were just sick of it. Be better. Do better. That's what we say in Australia anyway. If you had your old team, the team you had just before this wildcard, with the -4 included, would you still wildcard? Yes, that's why I wildcarded. Because I wanted to change a few more things, so I did. The best part of the stream is that D-Unit talks to all the chats. Other content creators talk to their members and subscribers. Yep, I will answer everyone. At some point, we're going to be that busy that I'm going to literally just I'm going to have to read so damn quick, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. As long as I can continue doing it, that is my plan, and I do try to read all the chat and get through it all. Would you bench Cash or Semenyo? I'd probably bench Cash. I'm from Dropfield Degree. Thank you very much, Stars. Also, would it be cool if you did a side-by-side comparison of what your wildcard scores versus what... I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. That will be on my video next week, Hayden Krellin. Hello, Brody. Why are you doggy... Hold on, what? Oh, why are you doggy to Van de Ven? I just changed because I think Van de Ven's more nailed. That's the only reason why. About 7 miles from me, Napstars. Oh, nice. Triple captain, yes or no? The card said yes earlier. I don't know about Haaland captain. Burnley pushed Liverpool all the way. They did. Wow, love you know where. Yep. FPL friend does detailed cheat sheets. Yes, he does. How's the new gas going? Yes, Brandon Burns, the Burn Dogger. He's a Newcastle fan. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. It's going pretty well. The new gas bottle is staying a lot longer than it used to. My band, Burn Dogger. The Burn Dogger. Oh, that excites me. I love when I see people in the chat that I know. It's brilliant. I went for Gordon and Livramento on my wildcard. Tough fixture this week, but what do you think long-term about these two? I think they're great. Nurko, they're both great options moving forward, mate. I would not be concerned about either of them. I live near Hillsborough. Oh, very nice. Cunha or Sarr? Cunha. Cunha's got a way better fixture this week. He's due a goal as well. But hi, once again, I was wondering if you could rate my team. I have Pope, Roofs, Van Dijk, Gabriel Alderete, Richards, Senesi, Bruno Semenyo, Foden, Florentino, Reinders, Evanilson, Pedro, and Haaland. Looks pretty good, mate. I don't mind it. 8 out of 10. Nobody of I just switched off. Let's talk FPL. And I like him a lot to watch this. Yes, that's what I love to hear. Ours versus Blades, proper derby. Up the D-Unit on a wild card, looking to remove João Pedro as a Chelsea fan, looking for a long-term replacement. 7.6. Oh, yeah, what? 0.1 off Bowen. Oh, that's frustrating. You could look at Igor Jesus. It might be a bit early for him, but he's definitely someone that's definitely entering my watch list next week. Isidore from Sunderland also looks really good. Strand Larsen's not quite fit enough yet. I think those are the ones I'd look at under that price point. Sheshko could also come good very shortly as well. Mukiela 10-point today. I mean, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Triple captain active. My news if Eze to start. You'd think Eze starts. Have you done a guy flip for Mbumo? Yes, I did. It was Mbumo. I'd also go Mbumo, but I'm going both because I think they'll both be great. You're not going to forget about me when you're at the 1K views on your streams, right? No, never. Not a chance. Mate, I love the OGs. The people that jump on at the beginning are the best people because you guys, what they called the early adopters. You're the people that see it before the crowd, the sheep flock to the station. You guys will always be my number ones. And I recognize so many of you in the chat these days. It's brilliant. I feel like I know you in person. Well, you guys probably know me in person because you see enough of me. But but I feel like I know you, even though like you're just a comment that shows up in the thing. Fellow relief teacher, I've done both. I've João Pedro and Richarlison starting, torn between Enzo or Kudos. Fight the cartel. Yes, I'd go Enzo potentially over Kudos. Xavi or Cunha? Xavi, Cunha. Xavi. There you go. Maybe I'd made a good call getting rid of Cunha. How do you not lose your voice from speaking the entire stream every time? Good bloody question. I haven't even had a drink yet. I've literally been talking for what is it, an hour straight now. I've got 59 minutes to the deadline. Holy hell, I actually have to look at my own team here in a second. Apart from us Wednesday fans, we'll probably boycott it due to the state of the... yep. How about a triple captain for Haaland? Yes, the card was fancied the triple captain on Haaland before. But I feel like it landed on Foden before when I asked it about Haaland Foden. Let's ask again. Haaland Foden. No, it's gone Haaland. There you go. It's sold on Haaland. Hey, mate, do you reckon I should captain Richarlison or Haaland? Got a cheeky feeling. I think Richarlison pops today, which is why I've got him on Wildcard. I'm not even going to lie. That's why I've got him on Wildcard. If you had your old team just before this Wildcard team, no, I would definitely still Wildcard, mate. Definitely still Wildcard Oscar. 100%. The last 3 times Man United have faced Brentford away, Brentford 4-3, Man United, Brentford 1-1, Man United, Brentford 4-0, Man United, you're still confident? Yes. We break that sequence today, FPL MFZ. We're going to find out, 7:30 p.m, 12:30 midday, the D-Unit will be live, we're watching along. W United tack, what could go wrong? Not much. Have you done a car flip between? Yes, and Boomo. I want to bid off Wood, Watkins, and Salah for Richarlison, Haaland, and Reinders for a -4. Worth it. Yep, definitely worth. Enzo or Reinders? Ooh, Enzo, Reinders. Reinders. If you could only choose between Mbumo versus Foden, which one would you go for? Triple City versus Double United. I know you have both, but if I could only choose one. For the next 2 weeks, I'd say Phil Foden. For longer term, I'd say Mbumo. Yeah. I'd say Mbumo, long term, Foden, short term. Where are your Arsenal players? In the bin, where they belong. No, they're just overrated. I think Arsenal players are overrated. They're expensive. I can't justify paying up that much money when I can have Newcastle ones for about 1.5 million less. Captain Richie then, mate. Thought had crossed my mind. Bowen is the worst player in your squad. Yeah, he probably is. Can't call for my bench, please. You doggy versus Senesi. I can tell you straight off the bat that's Senesi all day long, but we'll ask the card. Senesi, you doggy. That's hilarious. The card reckons you doggy. Please rate my wildcard team. Plan to bring Saka in next week for Foden and bench boost in Gameweek 8. Petrovic, Van der Ven, Senesi, Anderson. You lost me at Anderson. Reinders, Bruno, Kudos, Semenyo, Foden, Haaland, ISAK, bench, Dubravka, Calafiori, Gui. Other than the Anderson pick, I love that squad. I'm not even going to lie. I love that squad except Anderson. Grealish or Wood? Grealish all day long, Emmanuel. Thoughts on Thiago at Brentford? He's actually not too bad, and he does look like he's fairly nailed in the lineup. But yeah, Nico Riley is my effort punt. I love it, Napstars. Don't mind it. I feel like he's a bit like Nunes, though. He could easily be benched. But this week he'll start because, let's be honest, Aït-Nouri's still out suspended. Who else are they going to play there? So he should be locked this week. Munoz to Tarkowski for a -4 chat. DC points could erase the hit. They could, Sav. I don't mind it. Seen some wildcard with triple Arsenal defence that Dan Burn bullet head are going to hit more than crack. I bloody well hope so. Imagine if that happens. Imagine if Dan Burn scores a goal and blanks the Arsenal defence. I'm going to be crying with joy. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be epic. Spencer, you doggy all day long, roguish. Start Munoz or Konza. It's got to be Munoz. Looking around myself, but also like Tarkowski, but he's 0.6 more expensive. Yeah, that's the annoying thing, isn't it, Mark? Is Captain Rodri a good pick without Haaland? No, it's not a good pick. Strand Larson or Richarlison? Richarlison all day long for the next few weeks. Kudos or Zavi? Zavi for me. Lost me at Anderson, the best quote of the day. I know. Daryl, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I have followed you, but cannot afford Bowen. I have 7 million, have chosen Thiago. Can I do better? All right, what are your options? You've got Isidore at Sunderland and 5.5. You've got Igor Jesus could start tonight, right, against Sunderland and score multiple goals. So he's an option. He's 5.8. There's Even Ilson at 7, who I also don't mind. I just preferred Bowen, which is why I got rid of Even Ilson. There's the Pigeon at 6.8. Pigeon at 6.8. All really good options, Daryl. All really good options if you can't afford Bowen. Hopefully that helps. Triple Captain Timber affected his. I love it. Harvey Elliott is a punt. Will he get good minutes? No idea, Chris. He's a punt, but it could come off really good. I hope it does if you go there. Hi, Jude. It's stuck on picking long-term or short-term options between João Pedro or the Pigeon and between Mbeumo or Foden. Let the card intervene and pick my poison. All right. Mbeumo versus Foden. Foden. The card loves Foden though, man. It's a bit like Cunha. Normally it loves Cunha as well. All right. João Pedro or the Pigeon. Pigeon. There you go. Pigeon and Foden. Can you ask the card? Grealish or Wood to start? Grealish, Wood. Grealish. I did it. I'm going to listen to the card and triple captain Haaland. Here we go. The argument that loads of people are wildcarding is the only thing pushing me over the line. Yep, that was a bit like me this morning. How do you feel about Haaland if we're not on triple captain? I think you still need him. Long term, he's the best. He's the best premium in the game at the moment by a country mile. Let's be honest. So I still think he's pretty essential at the moment. I've Elliott, and he's not started a game yet. He's got to be due a start surely pretty soon. Peter, good to see you on the mate. I like the wildcard team. Will you ask the card? Start Cunha or Wood? Cheers. Cunha and Wood. Cunha. Yes, it is. It's the chat. It's the best chat in FPL, 100%. My wildcard is Salah, no Haaland, but I have the Pigeon and DCL. Oh, nice. Nice. Dreams can come true. Yes, they certainly can, Napstars. Yes, they certainly can. Unpopular opinion. Acedo will outperform Watkins. 100%. I reckon he probably will as well. When you join chat, find me for database, please. Yes, please hit up Murat with your name, your country where you're from, and the team you support in the Premier League, or just whatever team you support. The Pigeon versus Foden. Let's go. Yeah, I know. It's brilliant. The Pigeon and Foden, sorry. Triple captain Pigeon or Haaland asks the card. Oh, Mark Quinn, this is brilliant. This is the kind of question I love. All right, the Pigeon, the Haaland. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Pigeon. The card loves the Pigeon. Jesus Christ. Start Eze Wood or Mateta. I'd start Mateta. Scott. Will you ask the card if I should crack a beer before or after Mbeumo's haul? All right, before, after. I was going, before. There you go. You want to join me in cracking the beers before Mbeumo hauls. I love it. I love it. I'm all about that. How many goals Haaland getting today? Let's ask the chat, eh? I'll put a poll in. 1 second. Put a poll in. Start a poll. How many goals? How many goals for Haaland today? Have I spelled that correct? Yes, I have. All right. 1. Actually, 0. Imagine you got 0. That'd be just peak FPL, wouldn't it? Everyone brings him in and he just does nothing. And it's Phil Foden that goes mad. Oh, that would just be the scenes. There we go. Whack the poll in. Haaland, how many goals does he score? Get your votes in. I'm going to go with... I feel like he scores 1. I don't know why. I just feel like he scores 1. Hello, Avi. How are you, buddy? Good to see you in the chat once again. Mbeumo, Foden, and Acedo. Oh, yeah, I think I've done that one. Oh, no, sorry, I didn't. Mbeumo, Foden, and Acedo, or Mbeumo, Kudus, Enzo... Oh, sorry, no. Hold on. Mbeumo, Foden, and Acedo, or Mbeumo, Kudus, Enzo, Richarlison. I think I like this. That's the second one, Ollie, with Richarlison. I don't know why. I just feel like that's a really good idea. Car picking Pigeon over Robot. I know. The peak. Absolutely peak FPL this is. Your top 3 DC monsters this season now that Murillo and Milinkovic are no longer relevant. I know. Non-relevant. I mean, it's got to be Senesi, Tarkowski, and... I feel like Dan Burn. I'm going to say Dan Burn. That's why I've got Dan Burn. I've got Dan Burn, Senesi, and I can't afford Tarkowski. There is a world where I can actually do it. So hold on. I'm just going to have a quick look. Bear with me while I muck around with my team very shortly, right? Actually, it's not possible for me to do it. I did look at this before, so I'm going to restore that. I think that's a team. I'm just going to go in as that. In order to get Tarkowski in, it would have to be, I want Senesi, Burn, Tarkowski. It'd have to be 2 4 million defenders. or I'd have to sacrifice one of these forward players, and I don't want to sacrifice one of these forward players. So that's it. That's the team. I'm locking in. I don't even have to sit there. I'm going to go pick team. Haaland captain, Phil Foden vice captain, lock it in. That's how we're going. That's going to be the team. There we go. Everyone can see it. That's how we're going in. That's how, I think that's, there goes me mic again. I need to fix that. I need to get like, my boom arm has like become loose. I need to get like a screwdriver and tighten it up. It keeps on like doing its own thing. But yeah, that's the lineup. That's the wild card lineup that I literally showed in the video this morning, and that's how we're going in. João Pedro and Dye, who starts? João Pedro would be my guess. Is it me, or when Foden plays, Haaland scores fewer goals? That is actually correct, Nikos. There's something about Phil Foden. He just sucks the goals in himself. Well, Shred, I'm going to try something different and triple captain Haaland, I think. I love it. Card, Captain Foden or the Pigeon? All right. Pigeon, Phil Foden. Oh, my God. Phil Foden. I told you, mate, the card loves Phil Foden. Card loves Phil Foden. The card is actually captaining Phil Foden in its own team, FYI. I know in the late mail it said Haaland would beat Phil Foden. I'm telling you, the deadline stream is telling me one thing. I might have to change to a Phil Foden captaincy. I have to take the triple captain and Haaland is on. I've just got a feeling I've got to do it. I feel like this is a game for Phil Foden as well. I feel like it's a game for Phil Foden. Haaland will score 2 early on to get everyone excited about his hat-trick just to be subbed off. Yeah, probably. I just changed my captain from Cyborg to the Pigeon before you did that card flip. Oh, my God. What do you reckon your final rank will be? Well, I finished top 5K last year, Oscar. Look, I don't really care about my rank. I'm just here to make some fun and hopefully make enjoyable content. And at the end of the day, I feel like if people are watching FPL content, they want to be entertained. I don't watch anything in life on the screen unless it's entertaining. And regardless of what my rank is, and it's not 9.1 million, that is wrong. It's 7.53. So I actually got to fix that in a second because it's going to make me look worse than I am. And I'm not that bad. Hold on. Let's fix this rank. My rank is currently actually 7 million. It's going to be, I'm going to halve my rank this week, boys. I'm telling you, and girls. I'm 100%. I'm flying inside the top 5 mil this week, straight off the bat. Just going to call it straight out. I'm going to rake in that cartel like you've never seen anything in your life happen before. It's happening. D-Unit's just going to roll them in. I'm going to roll them so hard, they're not going to know what's coming. Let's have that. Mukiele DC super. Yeah, he is. I agree. 100% he is. He's definitely a DC superhero. Oh my God, I've lost a bunch of chat. Hold on. And Mbumo or Bruno? And Mbumo, stash the con, the Don. Can we talk about stupid Huko? Oh mate, he is an idiot. I can't say too much. When I was younger and I played and before they changed the rules, I always took my shirt off after every single goal I scored. So yeah, it is what it is. FPL Harry has just been speaking good of you. Has he actual? Are you for real? Has FPL Harry actually said something good about what I'm doing? If that is the case, thank you very much, FPL Harry. Either that or he's just been bad mouth for me, either or. But I feel like potentially the cartel have actually come across like my content potentially, and they're now thinking that maybe they should do better. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. What has Bowen done? He's scored more goals. No, he scored more points than Gyökeres, so that's why I love Bowen. When you figure you're triple captain, and why not Anderson? Definitely not happening. Anderson, no Anderson triple captain here. Oh my God. Team locked, love it. Paqueta to Minte for free. I don't mind it, Chess Econ. Got a feeling that there's going to be an upset today, I agree. Liverpool lose to Palace, I reckon, is the upset. And Brighton beating Chelsea. Bocky Puz. I would sell Watkins. No, I'd sell Larson in your case. And oh mate, you've got a few issues. I'd just roll your transfer this week and wildcard next week. Yeah, that's what I'd do, Boki, if I'm being honest. Haaland is definitely much worse against low box. I couldn't agree more. GM lads, triple captain Haaland, baby. 4 goals and 1 assist today. I hope so for anyone that does do it. I honestly hope, like, people that do it, I actually hope you score points. I'm not one of those people that hope you have a crap week. I'd rather sit there and hope that everyone has a really good week and gets green arrows across the board. Foden versus a low block is lethal, 100%. Card call, Haaland versus Foden. We've just done that. Full Foden. On the edge of dumping wood for Pigeon for a -4. Don't mind it. Hickey, so true. Foden versus, yeah. You're not starting Bowen? No. I mean, who am I benching him for? Who am I benching for Phil Foden? Sorry. Who am I benching for Jarrett Bowen to play? Like, ideally, moving forward, Reinders will be the... When I play bench boost, right, I'll probably sell Reinders to a really low-owned or someone to a pace I just want on the bench, like, every week. And then I'll adjust the bench accordingly. Until I play my bench boost, that's probably the team I'm going to go with. Once I've played the bench boost, then I can sit there and make these moves. And I'll take some money out of the bench. That's the plan anyway. Word, can't run in behind versus... Yeah, exactly. When is the last game week we can use a triple captain before that? Game week 19, XOXO Lemon. Would you transfer out Palmer? I already have triple City, Semenyo, and still want him back around Game Week 9 anyway. If you've got a free transfer, there's no harm in transferring him to a United player for the next couple of weeks. That makes a lot of sense. Bruno, Cunha, and Mbumo all look really good options the next couple of weeks. Game Week 19, yep, exactly what they just said. Had a little injury, but trained Thursday, but not 100% nailed. There we go. Very good news there. Darius, Tom is in the chat. Where is he? What does he want? What does Tom want in the chat? Tell Tom to join this chat, you idiot. What's he saying? I can't even see what he's saying. What? I'm not stuck in Singapore, you idiot, Tom. All right, Tom's lost the plot. He's probably drunk. I think Ekitingo knew what he was doing. Yeah, I agree. I think he probably did know what he was doing. He just didn't want to play. He didn't want to get benched. Can I ask, is it vice to have players just from 8 different teams in your team? Yeah, I know. It's pretty mad. And I did look at that. I've got a lot of double ups, a lot of triple ups. I'm betting all in on certain teams, but I've looked at the fixtures right, and I think this is a good play, like for the short term. Like, the fixtures are good for this team, right? That's the plan. That's the plan. Cartel chat. Love it. I love it. The cartel chat, mate. Cartel chat. Love it. I'm here for it. Hold on. I'm going to fix this. Bear with us. I'm going to quickly, hold on. Let's go to image 35 and change that. Change the rank so it doesn't look like I'm that bad. There we go. 7.5 million. I've fixed the rank for the last 42 minutes. Got the real rank on the screen. We're going up this week, boys. We're halving that rank. We are halving that rank. I might understand, wrong boss. Oh, yeah, sorry, no, I'm not stuck in Singapore. My friend is stuck in Singapore. My friend Dylan is stuck in Singapore. He's he's my best mate from the UK. He was meant to be coming out here from Cyprus. He got his visa granted as soon as he applied, but his missus, who was also coming, also put in for a visa the same day, is still waiting for a visa. I mean, the Australian government, sort yourselves out. Criminal. My mate's trying to come visit. He was meant to be on the live watch along today. It would have been epic. And yet, here we are. He's not here. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'll probably get absolutely butchered from YouTube for saying that. So on JBX, they don't know what's going to hit them. They got Garnacho and Gittins on the wings. No one's crossing. Yeah, has anyone seen Garnacho when he goes into the box? That man does not look to pass. He does not look to pass. He's all about trying to score himself. Would you do Wood to the chicken for a -4? Yep, I think I would talk about it. Worth holding Gakpo or Gakpo to Reinders? I think I'd hold Gakpo this week. If I had Gakpo still and I wasn't on Wildcard, I'd probably hold Gakpo this week anyway. Vardiol versus Gabriel. Vardiol for me. You save the money. Have you not considered Kevin Dewsbury Hall or Anthony over Reindeers? Both have decent fixtures and gives you money that could be spread around. It doesn't actually give me that much money. Anthony's only 0.2 cheaper, and I did think about him, but he's literally the same price as Reindeers. And then I was like, well, that money is going to get me nothing. Obviously, if I could get Van de Ven to Tarkowski, that requires 0.8 million. And I do not know where I would find 0.8 million in this team in order to facilitate it. And be happy with it. So that's why I haven't done it. Harry Wilson and Chris Wood for Foden and Richarlison for a -4. Harry Wilson and Chris Wood. Oh, I love that. That's definitely worth a -4. I reckon Daniel Green. I would have guessed. Let's go Phil Foden. I agree. A D today. Yes, a D. Mate, look at this microphone. I'm going to have to fix this up for the watch along. I'm going to have to tighten this up. Hold on. Let me just see if I can tighten up now. I feel like definitely it's like something's loose there. I need to stop touching the microphone. Stop getting excited, D-Unit. How hard is it? Can't be that hard. Are you planning on bench boosting Game Week 8? No, I'm going to bench boost Game Week 7, I reckon. So the only person in my team that has a crap fixture in Game Week 7 is Jared Bowen. Yeah, it's Jared Bowen in Game Week 7. Jared Bowen's the only one with a dud fixture. He's got Arsenal, obviously. Arsenal away. But you never know. They might catch him cold off the Champions League. Maybe Bowen can get a goal there. You never know. Make sure you're all watching the 3 p.m. watch-along when DCL out. Oh, mate. The 3 p.m. watch-along is going to be lit today. Half my team's playing in the 3 p.m. watch-along. I tell you what. If any of my players score in the 3 p.m. watch-along today, I'll do a shot. Straight off the bat. I'll do a shot for every one of my players that scores a goal during the 3 p.m. watch-along. So we're going to have Haaland playing, Foden playing, Reinders playing, Senesi playing, Semenyo playing, Petrovic playing. That's half the team during the 3 p.m. watch-along. Oh, also, no, Spurs play afterwards, don't they? Yeah, Spurs play the later game. So that won't be during the watch-along. Arsenal got nice fixtures coming up. Also, Brighton, it is vice to miss out. Oh, so Linus, I'll talk to that. My plan is to move my transfers, right? So next week I'll have 2 free transfers. Like, I will look to bring in Brighton players and Arsenal players in Game Week 8, post the international break. That's my plan. So double Man United is until Game Week 8. The fixtures for Man United are way better than Arsenal's the next 2 weeks. Brentford away and Sunderland at home is better than Newcastle away and West Ham at home for me. Yeah. So there's sense to it. I've planned this out. I know. I kind of think I know what I'm doing. I hope. Daniel Green, 100% 15. I agree. Milinkovic is 100% scoring 15 points this week. 100%. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stomach the 0.1 team value drop again. What have you got against the mic? Are you subconsciously thinking the mic is trigger? Boom. Love it. I feel 4.5 million defender subs is unneeded. Get McKelly or Alderette. Yeah, but what would I do with the rest nightmare? Like, where would I spend the extra 0.5? I mean, you could be right. I mean, I just feel like Krejci's going to be really good value. And I've literally bought these defenders because I think they're going to go up in value. But I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. That's the plan. Yokros, Dewsbury Hall, or Gabriel or Senesi. And Gabriel or Senesi, hold on. What do you reckon? Oh, I'd go Gabriel and Senesi all day long, mate. Oh, sorry. No, I'd go Senesi over Gabriel and go Yokros over Dewsbury Hall all day long. Can't believe I brought the pigeon in while drunk last night. Now he's the triple captain. I didn't pray for me. Love it. Love it. Please, a shot for each Haaland goal. That would be amazing, mate. As long as there's goals, I don't care. Phil Foden, I'll do double shots for every Phil Foden goal. 2 shots for captain goals. Yeah, I don't mind it. Do you advise a 2.5 over in first half, Darius? No. I don't think Man United score over 2.5 goals. Oh, for the game? Well, they score 2.5 goals in the first half. No, I don't think there's 3 goals in that first half. I mean, there could be, but I doubt it. Oh, no. Start Truffett. Sure plan. Seems great now when you explained. Bruno captain. I mean, I wouldn't say no. If Dominic Calvert-Lewin outscores a robot, I'll give 5 memberships. If the robot blanks, I'll give 10. Oh, mate, that would be unbelievable. Imagine if that happens. Are you going to the pubcast tonight? Yes, I'll be on the pubcast at some point, Avi. No idea what state I'll be in, a bit like last week, but we roll and we go. Elliot Anderson or Caicedo? Anderson, I think. Honey Lemon. Bruno versus Mbumo for 3 game weeks only. Mbumo. Feel you should double down and captain Foden. Nightmare, don't beat the bush, mate. We've got 35 minutes to drag it out. Might happen, buddy. It might happen. I feel like potentially I might captain Phil Foden. I have to point out Petrovic and Pope goalie duo is so damn smart. And to be honest, I figured this out before you started talking about it today. But I was so happy when even some of the content creators, Captain Foden over Haaland D. I know I'm probably going to do it. Thanks for the no bet advice. I wouldn't do it. I feel like, Murat, if I was to be honest with you, the bet I'm going to put on Man United later is to Bruno to score or assist, Man United to win, Brian and Mbumo to score a goal, anytime goal scorer, and over 7.5 corners. That's the multi-bet I'll do, or the bet stacker, or the bet builder, whatever you want to do. That's what I bet on. That's what I'm going to be betting on. So, yeah. I agree, Captain Foden, but does he have the balls? 100% I've got the balls. I've got bigger balls than Nightmare. Nightmare's been talking about the Gordon redemption arc. He's too chicken scared to do it himself. He could play the triple captain on Anthony Gordon this week, but he doesn't have the kahunas. Doesn't have the kahunas to do it. Let's be honest. And I bet you that's bringing a big chuckle to his face at the moment when he's listening to that, I reckon. You could do Van de Ven to Tarkowski by downgrading Wolves defender to Goodmanson and Reindeers to Kevin. Yeah, I know. I could do that, but then I'm not. Yeah, I did think about that. I'm not sure on it. I feel like this squad is better for what I want to do with it for the next few weeks, and then I can rip it apart again. Remember, you get 5 free transfers in game week 15, so I'll be using my transfers anyway aggressively. So that's my plan. And I've never been one to be afraid to make a move. So I think this week, in the next 2 weeks, this team looks unbelievably good on paper. Should I bring Richarlison this week and transfer to Gyökeres next week? Don't mind it. I mean, the Pigeons should be really good this week. They're playing Wolves. Wolves have been crap. Let's be honest. Napstars, I don't think anyone can doubt Jonas. Leads 2-1. Don't have the transfers for Gordon. Oh, come on, Nightmare. Take a hit, mate. Triple captain Gordon. Imagine when he scores twice and I'm sitting there, I'm like, going, you didn't have it. You didn't have the belief. You did not have the belief. And you didn't do it, and you missed out on what could have been the best FPL video ever made by taking a -4 to bring in Anthony Gordon, pressing the triple captain on him, and he gets 15-pointer, scoring 2 goals, 3 bonus, 2 appearance points. They don't keep a clean sheet, but that's what it is. And then you live to tell the tale. 45 points from Anthony Gordon. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. You should do it. It's up to you. Is this your final team? And if not, what changes are you planning on making? I might go Phil Foden captain. Yeah, exactly. Napstars, tell him. Take the hit, boys. Take the hit. He should do it. And triple captain him. Whack it in. I think I might go Phil Foden captain, you know. I'll ask the card. Last 5 minutes, I'll ask the card, and then we'll lock it in. But I'd still be buzzing that he scored twice anyway. Exactly. You will be buzzing. That's the best thing about when your team delivers the goods. It's always good fun. Always good fun. Always great stuff. Napstars, at least 5 goals in that match, mate. Yeah, I reckon there'll be a few goals for sure. Xavi Simmons for Bruno Fernandes. I can't tick that one off. Sorry, Vanif. I think Bruno's a way better pick than Xavi. I know Xavi's cheaper. I still think Bruno's a way better pick. I still think he's a way better pick. Yeah. I mean, I do have 1 transfer left. I could do Barnes to Gordon and bench Wood. Why are you not doing that? But I like having an ex-Newcastle striker against someone. Oh, no. Nightmare. If there was any other way to look at it, that's it. That's the only thing you needed. Barnes to Gordon with your transfer. You piss Wood off next week because he's lost his spot under Ange. Mate, I would not be playing Wood at all this week. He's 100% on the bench. You're going to be relying on like 10 minutes at tops for him to come on and score a goal, I reckon. Give me a striker from Sweden. Love it, Ryan. Gordon has better hair than Calafiori. He does. It's a very good looking hair. Check the XG. What am I checking the XG for? Gordon and Barnes. Is that what I'm checking? Morning, Peter. Great to see you in the chat, buddy. How are you? Hope you're having a great one. Look at that. Look at that colour of your badge, mate. That is officially the D-Unit logo. Thank you very much again for your continued support, Peter. You are an absolute champ. I must run to Ream Wildcard. Thank you. It was a great stream. Thank you very much, Murat. Hello, everyone. Hello, Christopher. How are you, buddy? Good to see you on the chat today. I can't believe I've actually caught up with the chat. I didn't actually think I was going to at some point there. Gordon against Liverpool made sense, but Arsenal are a far better defence. I would agree, Nightmare. I would agree on that one. Muppet Seller, good to see you, buddy. Still undecided for captain Haaland or Richarlison. The card picked the Pigeon over Haaland. FYI. Oh my God, the mic's got a life of its own. I'm not even touching it. It's just doing stuff. Gordon will trash Calafiori. Probably will. Card flip for triple captain Milinkovic. Oh my God, this is... Now, if you triple captain Milinkovic, you are better than me and FPL Nightmare, because there's no way I would have done that. But let's ask the card. Triple captain Milinkovic, yes? No. I hope it says no. No. The card says triple captain Milinkovic. Could you imagine it? Imagine if this is the week where he gets a 17-pointer and I've sold him and I've bottled it. I'll cry. If that actually happens, I'll cry. I'll cry live on stream. No, I won't, because I won't be watching that game live on stream. Thank God, because I think I would need a what do you call it? I'd need a box of tissues. I would need a box of tissues. I would need a box of tissues if that happened. But yeah, apparently, real wild card law. Yeah, I know. I still look at it. I'm like, is there anything else I could do to change it? I'm happy with Petrovic. I'm happy with Pope. I'm happy with Byrne. Happy with Senesi. Van de Ven, Krejci and Richards. I could get 4 millions and just grab a better defender. And then the forward line, look, I'm pretty happy with. The only players I'm not actually happy with are probably the Pigeon, Reinders and Foden. But that's because I'm saving the 2 free transfers, and I'll address those problems. If they become problems, they might not even become problems. They might be actually really good picks moving forward anyway. But in game week 8, I'll probably move the Pigeon out of the team, and I'll probably upgrade Foden or Reinders. I'm not sure which one, but that is the tentative plan at the moment with some forward planning. The final kick in the teeth will be Milinkovic getting a goal, clean sheet, and those delightful... I know, 17-pointer nightmare. I could just see it. I can see it. I've been saying it for 6 weeks. I just couldn't hold the nerve. I couldn't bear to lose more team value on top of the fact that he's literally done nothing. Like Milinkovic's points this season, he's on like 10 points for the year. It's just crap. That is not good enough. We need you to watch the Forest game, please. I think it's tonight, isn't it? Hold on, let me have a look. I tell you what, folks. If my team is on a massive, massive green arrow at the end of the 10 o'clock games, and I've still got a bit of energy, I will continue on to the Nottingham Forest and Sunderland game. Yes, that is what I'll do. As a special treat. That is what I'll do. So start praying my team bangs in the 3 p.m. kickoffs. Remember the guy who said he'll triple captain and Boomo in chat? Yes, I did. That was D-Tuck. He's gone missing, but don't worry, I'll be going at him. He's my best mate from Perth. So he said he's triple captaining Boomo. I said to him, if I look at his team on the 12:30 kickoff and it's not live, I'm kicking him out of the WhatsApp chat straight off the bat for being a chicken. Then he can beg me to come back. Would you start Munoz versus Liverpool or Goodmanson versus Bournemouth? I'd probably go Munoz versus Liverpool. Mistake tinkering 30 minutes before the deadline. Hold, insert Braveheart and get Gibson. I know, I'm definitely holding, mate. That's it. That's the team. The only thing I'm going to change is vice captain and captain. That's it. All I'd say about the defence is that you're locking in a double defence every week. Yeah? So what I'd do is get... I was like, oh, wait for it. Nightmare's going to give me some really good advice here. And then I looked at that and I was like, come on, mate. Turn it up, Nightmare. Watkins hat-trick this week. I hope so. I really hope so. Imagine if he scores a hat-trick. I will still love it. Even though I don't own him anymore, and I would be like, what could have been with that -4, and I could have helped that team for another week. But knowing that he will absolutely destroy Anderson if he scores a hat-trick brings me great joy and comfort, even though I'll no longer own him. Team locked, Foden captain and the Pigeon vice captain. I think I'm going to do the same, you know. I think I'm going to do the same. I just take it on. I take it on. I'm very tempted. 3 from Van der Ven, Senesi's, Romero, Gahey and Timber. All right. You're definitely playing Van der Ven, Romero and Senesi. Bench Gahey, bench Timber. Peter, that's what I would do with that one. Anderson and that Everton defender. Tarkowski. That's the one I think you're talking about. Tarkowski and Napstars. All right, it's 24 minutes to the deadline now, folks. Make sure you have got your teams relatively locked, just in case that something bad happens. Wildcard with no Liverpool players, yep. I mean, they can't defend. Liverpool actually can't defend this season, let's be honest. And their fixtures are pretty awful. And I feel like there's a lot of rotation that's due to happen there. And I'm not paying up for Mo Salah. Of all the Liverpool players that I want, it would be Mo Salah, but there's no way in the world that he's worth 14.5 million this season. So that's why I don't have any Liverpool players. If Mo Salah was like 12 mil, I'd probably have him. But at 14.5, he's not value for money in any way, shape or form. Anderson is essential this week. Which one? The Nottingham Forest one? Haaland captaincy is over 200% effective ownership, so if he hauls, could go very wrong. It could. Do it, Pigeon rules. In all seriousness, of all Chelsea's injuries, Chalobah is pretty locked, and they have great games for a long time. He could be worth it over Burn. I'd still need to find 0.1 Nightmare. No, I'd have to find 0.2, sorry. I could do Van der Ven to Anderson, Burn to Chalobah. I'd never hear the end of it if I did that. I could never do that. Let me have a look. Hold on. 4.5 million defenders. Let's have a look. 4.5. All right. Let's do... Hold on. I don't want to do points. I want... sorry. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to have a quick look here while I have a look. Nightmare's just giving me some food for thought, and I don't mind a bit of food for thought. 4.7. Let's go with that. All right. So Gahey's 4.7. I need a 4.5. Richards I've already got. Cash is 4.6. Truffett, no good. Anderson, no. Mings, no. Rodon, 4. The other option is to get a 4 million defender and upgrade. Oh, you know what? Nightmare's nailed it. Who's Chelsea got this week? Brighton. All right, I could do this. Bear with me 1 sec. I've just had a bit of a brainwave. Hold on. Oh my God. Hold on. No. 5.2. Chalobah. All right. I could do... That's possible. That's actually possible. I don't mind that. That's actually... I didn't think of that one. I covered the Chelsea defence. Newcastle still got the double up. Bournemouth still got the double up. Still got Richards, still got Michele. That could be the move. What do you think of that one, Nightmare? Potter has been sacked. What? Has he actually been sacked? There's no way they're sacking him tonight, surely. One more. Ciao, Pedro, Livramento, and Doi. Have to go. No problem. My pleasure as always, Napstars. Napstars, absolute legend of the chat. Thank you very much for joining us. I'll see you later on. Potter sacked. What? Potter's been sacked. This is brilliant. Bring back Juve. Bring back Juve. All right, Harry Potter's lost his pot. He's been expelled by old mate Voldemort. He's out of the building. And Potter's crap, isn't he? Sacked on game day. Cunha will score a hat-trick for us for United today. I have to adjust my thinking here, folks. Potter sacked. I've got 20 minutes to process this thinking. No, I don't think it's madness. I think I'm actually thinking of... hold on. I need to think. I kind of want Juve back in the team now. Do I want Juve back in the team? Do I want Juve back in the team or not? Chalobah and Mukiele. I mean, that does look really good, but I'd really like the Krejci pick. Hold on. All right, Richards has got a tough run of fixtures. Probably can't bench. I could move Richards to Krejci, and that could be better. What's the chat think of that? Get Juve. No Juve. Keep him Paqueta. I know, right. New manager by Monday. Oh, this is really... maybe Richards is not the play. 2 DC contributions on 5 game weeks. What does Krejci fixtures look like? All right, if I bench boost anywhere from game weeks 8 and 9, Krejci's a better pick than Richards. And then I could just play Chalobah, Burn, and Senesi every week. I quite like it. What did I have before? Richards and Van de Ven. Oh, Gyökeres, Bowen. Wolves defender. I think maybe I'll go that. I think that's what it is. Start Kudus or Gyökeres? Gyökeres. Kudus. Start Xavi Simmons or Paqueta? Xavi. Bowen it is. You know what? We've got 17 minutes. I'm thinking about that. I think that might be the better lineup. Go the 4 million defender. Sunderland have Wolves in game week 8, right? Everton in game week 10. Wolves. Fulham away in game week 10. Game week 9. Game week 9, Chelsea away. That's not ideal. I could play them against each other in game week 8. Or do I go... Let's go Rodon really quickly. I just want to see what his stats are. So in game week 9, he's got West Ham. Game week 10, Brighton. Game week 8, Burnley. He might be the better pick. Oh, this is tough. This is really tough. I don't know which one I want to do. Chalobah is bad, but he's nailed for the time being. Yeah, I think I'm going to captain Foden. JP on Doi. I'd go JP. Triple captain Haaland and watch Foden assist and score, and Haaland double also with Rangers assist. I think Foden's going to be great. Would you move Wood to João Pedro for a hit? Probably. Start Paqueta or Rodgers? Paqueta. Now that Potter's been sacked, I definitely start West Ham assets. I think it's going to be good. I feel like I prefer the Spurs defence. I don't know why. I know Chalobah's been really attacking. His DC's been really good as well, let's be honest. 11, 16, 10, 5, 9. I think he'll be pretty good against Brighton as well, let's be honest. Liverpool at home, you'd expect him to get it, and then Nottingham Forest away, Sunderland at home. I mean, that actually makes a lot more sense, to be honest. Maybe I could get Richards in instead of Krejci. I just like him as a punt. I like punts. And I feel like it's a punt I want to take. What other 5 million defenders are there? Hold on, bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to quickly have a look. 5 million. Gahey, Byrne, Livramento, Lacroix, Mitchell. What's Lacroix like? Lacroix's been underwhelming. Romero, underwhelming. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's what I go with. I'm confused myself here. There's nothing like a deadline trade. Let's just ask the card. Is this the correct team to go with? Yes. Which team do we go with? The one I had originally or the one we've got on screen now? The former? The latter. The latter. All right, the card has made its decision. I don't mind the double defence. I've picked better defences. Nottingham Forest defence have been crap. These defences have been good. And I don't have to play it every week. But why wouldn't I? Like, look at the fixtures coming up for Newcastle. Why would I not play Dan Burn, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, Fulham, West Ham? And for Senesi, why would I not play him Leeds, Fulham, Crystal Palace? I mean, in Crystal Palace game, I might actually bench him in game week 8 for Krejci, who's got Sunderland, or Mukiele, who's got Wolves. I think that's probably the one to do. The no manager bounce, yeah, 100%. I think we do it. I'm going to do it. That's what we're going to do. What did I have before? Van de Ven? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got everyone covered. I've got so many players playing tonight as well. I'm going to feel better. Wolves are going to score. And now I feel better about not having Van de Ven. There we go. That's the team. There we go. Locked in. I mean, Chalobah's weaker than Van de Ven this week, you would think. But he's got good attacking threat. Oh, I really want to get Bowen on the field now, but who do I bring Bowen on for? There's no way I can bring Bowen in this week. Like, it's physically not possible to bring Bowen in this week. Sorry, everyone can see that's my bench. There we go. There we go. That's what we're doing here. All right, I'm going to answer questions through to the end of the stream now. We've got 11 minutes and 57 seconds. Get your last things in. Actually, hold on. You know what? We're going to captain Phil Foden as well. Look at that. I'm going to go all in on the Foden bandwagon. West Ham about it, yeah. Roden over Mukiele because if you're on game week 9 bench boost, yeah, fair. Chalobah for Romero. Yeah, you could. I just feel like Chelsea's fixtures are better post game week 7, right? Like Nottingham Forest, Sunderland. Hold on. Where are we? Fixtures. Like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I really want to play Chalobah most of those weeks, right? And he's pretty nailed. He's pretty nailed. I know, I have to bench Bowen. I have to literally bench Bowen. I'm not starting Bowen over Bruno. That's madness. Juve under Nuno. Oh, he could be great. Krejci is an attacking midfielder labelled as a defender in the game. I know, madness. And Boomer Foden. Oh, I'm still not happy about Mukiele as the defender. I don't know why. I shouldn't be concerned. He's played 90 minutes, 3 games in a row since he came in. Why am I concerned about this? I shouldn't be. It's a 4 million defender. You don't need to use him. Krejci's a rotation. I should be fine with that. I mean, Chalobah, Byrne and Senesi, all really good for DC points as well. Like, there's no need to panic here. And if Chalobah starts looking like crap, we can just move him out. He's pretty easily moved with a couple of other moves. I think we'll do that. I think I'm happy with that. I'm not overthinking anymore. The card said that was what to do. Let's do it. We'll roll with it, and away we go. All right, let's have a look. Hoping for Foden 60-pointer on my triple captain. I love it. And Boomer or Foden. Yeah, Foden. Oscar. No, I wouldn't wildcard, mate. No, you'll be fine. Yeah. Get that Alderete guy instead. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to take a punt with Mukiele. Sunderland haven't lost under Mukiele, don't worry. As a free hitter this game week, I feel like I'm in the minority. There's nothing wrong with being in the minority, Gino. Haaland starts. Of course he starts. Mukiele's likely to get moved to right back at times, meaning he's less like... Why do people seem to think that Mukiele's going to get moved? Yes, I'm joining the pubcast later. I will be late. I'll be very tired, but I'll be on later. No problem at all. Mukiele, I mean, Alderete... Oh, let me just have a look at the transfers again. Let's just have a look. We've got 9 minutes to panic. 9 minutes to panic. All right, let's have a look. How do you spell his name? Alderete. I mean, he's also been pretty good, hasn't he? His attacking threat's nowhere near as good, though. I do understand the allure of him. I don't mind it. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, Ballard exists, but I think Mukiele's actually really good. Mukiele came from PSG. I don't think Mukiele's going to get dropped. Yeah, defensive injuries. Yeah. Bench Starmer, Trump, or Greta Thunberg. Bench them all. Potter got the sack, yep. How many points this week, mate? Hopefully 100. He's going to get moved when Anderson pushes him out of the way and scores. He is not. Chalobah plus Matoma or Richards. He's starting my bench anyway. It's not relevant. It's only for the game week where I actually need him. Realistically, he's going to be last on the bench every single week. Chalobah plus Matoma or Richards plus Xavi. I quite like Richards. But I feel like Matoma plus Chalobah feels a bit better to me. Do you think triple captaining Foden instead of Haaland would be crazy? No, I don't think so. I'd be on board with it. Ballard will play centre back with Alderete, moving Mukiele to right back sometimes. I've just gone Bowen. Start Milinkovic or Lacroix. I'd probably split the difference and go with Lacroix because of the fact that you've already got Sells. But I'd be tempted to start Milinkovic this week. I've got that locked in right now. What do you think the Potter sack will do to team performance this match? Hopefully it improves. And it's going to be good for Bowen. What players do you pray blank this week? Everyone other than mine. Haaland will score 5. Muniz or Candevan? Candevan. Am I happy with Mukiele? I mean, Ballard got injured, right, and he came on. No, he didn't even come on. So every game he's played, he's got DC points, and he's played centre defence. There would be no reason to get rid of him either. He obviously got signed post-game week 1. I just don't think he loses his spot. I mean, if he does, it just wastes a transfer on him later. I'm going to stay with Mukiele, man. The card knows what it's talking about. Let's just roll with it. He's last on the bench anyway. Who gives a crap what he does? As long as he does something in the week, I bench boost and does something, I'll be happy with that. Haaland will score 5. Muniz or Canavan. My Salah wildcard draft. Rad, Van de Ven, Anderson. Oh, mate, you lost me there. And Die, or you lost me again. I don't mind it. As a Salah Haaland draft, I don't mind it. I just don't like Anderson. I don't like Ndai. Muniz or Van de Ven? Van de Ven. Still not sure who to go for between Bruno and Mbumo. I'd go on Mbumo for the next few. My front three, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Bowen and the Pigeon. Yes, Snapstars. Ballard came on. Yeah, he came on, but Mukiele still got 14 DC points. 16 DC points. 16 DC points, even when Ballard came on. I wouldn't be concerned. He played 90 minutes as well, so there you go. Start Watkins or bench him to Dorgu Sar Juf. Start Watkins. I'd play Dorgu. I'd play Dorgu over Watkins. Actually, no, I'd play Watkins. I love a forward. I love a redemption arc. He's surely going to do it this week. Who to start, Tarkowski or Porro? Tarkowski's going to get at least 3 to 4 points. Porro could keep a clean sheet. That's a really tough call. Let's ask the card. Tarkowski, Porro. Porro. Oh, wow. I don't know what's happened there. Sorry. I've lost that. I don't know what happened there. I accidentally hit a button. It was Porro. Triple captain is on. Mbumo? Is it on Mbumo, D-Tuck? We need to know. We need to know. Is it on Mbumo? Mooners or Joof? I already said if it's not on Mbumo, I'm kicking you out of the WhatsApp chat for talking nonsense. He'll score one and get an assist to Foden. Foden hat-trick. Savinho assist. Rodri assist. I love it. Mooners or Joof? I would go Joof. Watkins, 10% owned. Major. Yeah, exactly. Here's the major differential. I'll be happy to Haaland scores one. Can't believe there are. Bench one of Burn, Chalobah, Matoma. I'm going to say bench Chalobah. Check the group chat. D-Tuck has triple captain and Boomer. I know, I've just seen he's just come in here. TC Foden locked. Here we go. I love it. It's nice to be different. It's nice to be different. Mbumo, baby. Yeah, come on. I hope he pops. If D-Tuck gets a brace from Mbumo tonight, I will scull a can of Canadian Club in his honour at his goatness. Well done, D-Tuck. I hope it goes off. Bowling off the bench to me since the... Yeah, I know. I just don't know who I'm taking off for him. So I've just got to leave it as is. Can't believe there are a few 100,000 people watching the same wildcard draft. I know. People are blind. They're dumb. They haven't found my channel yet. Someone just needs to go in the chat and say, go and check this guy out. Hi, mate. Which defender would you bench out of Kanade, Timber, Keane and Richards? Kanade, Timber, Keane, Richards. Kanade has got Palace away. They always concede against Palace and not him. I'd probably... Actually, no. I'd bench Richards. Bench Bernal Lacroix. Welsh on a triple captain, you want at least a brace. Yep. Howner's pulled a muscle in his left. Bench Watkins or start Joof, Dorgusar. Okay. All right, we're 3 minutes away. Am I still happy with that defense? The defense is what I'm really iffing and ahhing about. Before I had Richards and Van der Ven, it just felt better for some weird reason. Stuff it. We'll roll with it. Can fix the defense another day. Gahey or Munoz? Gahey, Munoz. Start Watkins or Ndoye? Watkins and Ndoye. Watkins. All right, we're into the last couple of minutes here. I've obviously set the timeline, the timer, so you guys have got about 20 seconds or so, give or take, to actually finalise your teams. My team is finalised. We're going Phil Foden, captain. I'm just checking my team is actually locked in. It is, yes. Wildcard active. Save your team. Brilliant. We're rocking it, baby. We're going the DC superheroes at the back and hoping they get an attacking return as well. That's it. What a boring way to play the game. Pick the DC daddies at the back and hope they father you some points, I suppose. Start Wood or Munoz. Munoz all day long there. As long as Haaland don't blank, I don't mind too much yet. Fair. Pep better not play Foden on the right. I think Pep just lets Foden go, mate. Foden's been in form, but why would you piss fart around with him? If Burnley play a low block, Phil Foden's going to bang more than probably Haaland, I would suggest. No, we want the sheep to keep watching the cartel streams. Gives us an edge. Fair. Foden captain, 2 for me, and Yokros to Bowen. Will you doggy start? I would hope so. I believe he'll start. Spence started midweek. You doggy didn't start, which makes me think that you doggy will start this week. Bench Gakpo or Wood? I would bench Wood. Nice. Good luck to both of us. Yes, Atlas. Definitely good luck to both of us. Music Kiwi Shed. I play Anderson over Wood or swap. I would play Anderson. You doggy versus Dorgu. You doggy. Chill with the spam like the start, yes. Bowen hat-trick now. Mate, it's possible. Just decided to captain Semenyo. Not bad. I mean, I actually thought about benching Semenyo for Bowen. Just did last second -4. Pigeon for the wood. The pigeon. Pigeons love running into me, and I've had him in draft all season, and he's been amazing in draft. So if he can replicate his draft form along with Phil Foden in my actual team, I'm on for a massive, massive green arrow. If Phil Foden outscores the Haaland train tonight, boys, we're flying. We're flying up the ranks. We are flying up the ranks. That's it. 6 o'clock. All right, Foden 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, I did say 19-pointer for Phil Foden loading. 19-pointer for Phil Foden loading. It's happened before. Good luck too, mate. All right, that is the team. It's locked, ladies and gentlemen. It is Petrovic, Senesi, Byrne, Chalobah, Reinders, Semenyo, Bruno Fernandes, and Bumo. Foden captain, the Pigeon and Haaland vice captain up front. On the bench, it's Pope, Bowen, Krejci, and Mukiele. I'm pretty excited. I think I've actually nailed the wildcard draft pretty damn nicely. That's it. We roll. Now we're going to have a quick look at how FPL Challenge is this week. Really quickly, you know we do this at the end of the deadline streams. We're going to quickly go here and try and fix this. So I got 121 points. No, I'm in the top 20% for the thing. So last week I got 50 points in the red versus blue matchup. This week it's young guns. Double points of players aged 23 or under. 1 player per club. Let's see how good my knowledge is of the game. Is there a goalkeeper that's under 20? I don't think there is. Not the minor. I feel like Le Mans could be, but I don't think he's going to play, is he? All right, let's just go with... let's go with Vicario. Defense, we're not going to go 3. We're not going 3 up top, baby. We're going 2-1-2. No. Can you go 1-2-2 or 1-1-1-2-2? There we go. That's what we want. All right. So in the midfield, we are going to go. All right, hold on. Let's go forward line. That's easy. So we're going to go. How old's Phil Foden? Is he under 24? 23? Is Foden under 23? I don't even know. We're going to go Haaland. Stuff that. We're going to go Haaland and the Pigeon. I've got every faith in the Haaland and the Pigeon. Get him in. Transfer in. In the midfield, I feel like it's one player. Oh, too many players from Spurs. Okay, the Pigeon's out. All right, transfer out. Let's get rid of him. I'm not allowed him. All right, actually, we'll get rid of Vicario. Transfer out. Let's get the Pigeon back in. Transfer in. There we go. Whoops. Transfer in. Oh, my God. There we go. Midfield, we're going to go with, do anyone know if Roofs is 20? Roofs is 22. Brilliant. Thank you. I love this. This is why I need the chat. All right, Roofs. Where is he? Roofs. All right, there we go. He's in. ISAK, my captain. I love it. Benching Wood for Sunderland. Tick the box at the top. Sunderland keeper is under... Oh, tick the box at the top. Ah. Okay. Oh, Verbruggen's under 23. I mean, you're not picking him though, are you? Oh, that's very good. I'm glad that someone actually said that. All right, defenders. Hold on. Defenders. Calafiori, Livramento, Truffett, Juve, Lewis, O'Reilly, Vardiol. All right, we're not going with Haaland. Stuff that. Get him out. We'll go with Vardiol. Dorgu. Oh, what? Who else have I selected? Oh, okay. Let's go to the midfielders. Let's check them out. Midfielders. All right, we've got Minte, Bergville, Scott, Doku, Anderson, Dango, Bob. I mean, the midfield's looking a bit bland here. All right. Yeah, I think we'll go to one midfield. Let's go with Anderson. Let's have a look at the forwards. What are the forwards like? Mayenda, Waldemar, Barry, Sheshko. This is his day. Transfer in. Sheshko. No one else there that really screams off the page, is there? All right. Yeah, we'll go that. Pigeon, Sheshko, Anderson, and we'll get rid of the midfielder. We're going to go a 2-1-2. 2-1-2. There we go. And we're going back to the defenders. And we're going to go with... We're going to go with Calafiori. No. Livramento. Save team. Captain Sheshko. Yeah, why not? No, actually, we'll captain Glaviol. That makes a bit more sense. Brilliant. All right, that's it. That's it. We've got Roofs in goal, Vardiol, Livramento, Anderson, Richarlison, and Sheshko. Good luck, everyone. I will see you on the watch-along stream. Yes. We will be on... Actually, yeah, that's a really good point. Someone just said that. So Zavi's under 22. Thank you very much. I'll just change that. Hold on. Where I want a 2-2-1. All right. And let's go to midfielders really quickly. I'm glad... This is what... The chat. Brilliant. Zavi. Let's do it. Zavi. There we go. Transfer in. All right. Done. Look at that. Save team. All right. Zavi. Anderson in the midfield. Sheshko up top. Livramento, Vardiol, and Roofs. Vardiol captain. Yes. I'll see you guys 7:30 for the live Man United watch along, where I've got my Man United hat on, and we've got Mbumo and Bruno versus Brentford, and we're hoping for the big wins. This will be the week where Collins absolutely tortures me. I'm ready for it already. I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Good luck in Game Week 6. Let's get those green arrows, baby. The D-Unit's up and about, and I hope you guys are too. See you in a